Fang Yi touched the sun's core. Awakening as the legendary Solar Flame Venerable, he gained the all-attribute Solar Blade. On his rebirth day, the school beauty dumped him. She chose a top university, claiming their love was just an unrealistic, childish dream. Awakening changes everything, she said. We simply don't belong in the same ranking tier anymore. It takes status to be together. Let's break up. She smirked, waiting for him to beg. The crowd mocked him. Fang Yi stood silent, his eyes showing no hint of despair or regret. Is he in shock? Did his brain fry? They whispered, expecting a pathetic mental breakdown. He's just a low-rank degenerate. He isn't worthy of a school beauty like her, as they mocked the toad chasing a swan. Fang Yi gave a cold, a simpler response. Fine. Everyone froze, without another word. He turned his back and casually walked away from her. Is that all? He left her, stunned, wondering if this was a bluff or true indifference. He glanced back. She barked. Don't try this. I'm never coming back to you. Fang Yi's gaze pierced her. Stop being so full of yourself. It's embarrassing to watch. I'm busy. Her face flushed with shame as he dismissed her like a common mob. Dark clouds gathered. Fang Yi walked away, hands in his pockets, focused only on survival. They had no idea. Wealth and social status would soon become nothing but worthless ash. He was a regressor from a future apocalypse. To him, she was just a distant stranger. He had bigger goals. A school beauty's opinion meant nothing when the world was ending. The true crisis was the Great Awakening. It began with a blood-red dream last night. He saw the sky bleed and oceans swallow cities. Lightning tore through the heavens like wrath. Monsters were coming. In 364 days, Mana would recover and reset the world. Waking up, the memories of the future disaster were burned into his mind like quests. The era of cultivators was dawning. Power was the only currency. Who are you? He asked. Blinding light exploded. A hidden power awakened deep within his soul. Ding. The Supreme Universe System. Initialized. Ready to craft god-tier techniques from spiritual items. He reached for the interface, but a monstrous beast suddenly lunged to devour him. System energy beams locked the monster in place. Fang Yi's red eyes turned cold and sharp. Inside the beast's maw lay his own corpse from the previous timeline. A horrific end. He gripped his chest, feeling the phantom pain of death. Was that really me? He remembered his past life as a weak degenerate, barely surviving the initial dungeon breaks. He saw his nation fall and people slaughtered. Unable to escape the evolving apex monsters, he died in despair, fueled by revenge. Before death, he saw the final boss's shadow. The system chose him. He returned to 1 year before the mana recovery changed everything, while others remained oblivious. He would hunt every anomaly and accept the system's divine inheritance. Ding system, re-evaluating host. Fang Yi's eyes ignited with a brilliant, golden, divine radiance. Binding complete. Every object in this world was now potential material for his skill evolution. Gather power. Become the strongest ranker. Save the world from the coming apocalypse. Back in reality, the atmosphere was heavy. Humanity faced a crisis unlike anything in history. Past knowledge was useless. Only those who adapted to the system would survive the storm. Looking at the news, the government issued warnings. They weren't hiding the truth anymore. He checked his phone. This was a subtle warning from officials to prepare for impact. Reports of supernatural phenomena flooded the screens, breaking all previous norms of media censorship. This quiet approach was designed to keep the public calm while the military prepared. It was a complex plan, but far more effective than causing mass panic and chaos. The system noted that anomalies were keys to power. Suddenly, a breaking news alert appeared. Thon Thon University issued a top-tier warning. UV radiation has hit a century-high peak. Students, stay inside. 2 guys nearby just laughed it off. Is this how famous colleges clout chase these days? 74 degrees Celsius. We would be dead. Looking up, I only saw heavy, suffocating black clouds. Something was wrong. I checked my phone again. Why is the weather so drastically different here? Than Than University is only 15 minutes away. The UV index there was off the charts. The report said North Gate was the danger zone. Commenters were baffled by UV rays on a cloudy day. One user, Chu Daiha, joked that it looked like a bad Photoshop job. Nobody took it seriously. In a world of anomalies, people ignore the signs. But I knew. My first hidden encounter had arrived. At the North Gate, the heat was hellish. 74 degrees. The pavement was literally smoking. I stood by the tea shop, watching the distortion. The atmosphere felt like a giant, roaring furnace. 2 guys ran past me, screaming in agony. "Run, we are gonna burn alive." Then, I saw them golden specks of light hovering above the ground. I reached out to touch one. Ding! A blinding flash consumed me. System detected intense Yang energy. Unlocking Yang attribute data model. Agony surged through my veins. I screamed as raw. Ancient power tore into my very soul. A pillar of golden light erupted from me, shredding the dark clouds like a miniature sun. People nearby shielded their eyes, terrified. Was this a hallucination, or had an apostle finally descended? The heat was rewriting my DNA. My head felt like it was exploding. When will it end? Ding, synchronization complete. You have acquired the legendary technique Golden Yang breathing method. My eyes snapped open, glowing with solar fire. Meanwhile, registration at the university continued as usual. So Thanh Ly was swarmed by thirsty guys offering to carry her bags. She was not impressed. They pushed club flyers and asked for her number. Desperate for a shred of her attention, she gave a cold no thanks and walked away. Watching the love-struck couples around her, listening to their cheesy talk about being in the same city made her cringe. Pathetic. Suddenly, boom, a blinding golden light detonated from the North Gate. Shaking the entire campus, the North Gate turned into a second sun. High heat alarms blared across the gardens. Total chaos. The warnings told everyone to stay back. So Thanh Ly narrowed her eyes. Something was definitely wrong. Back at the gate, the scene was legendary. I stood, bathed in gold, like a sun god descending. Every breath pumped solar energy into my organs. I exhaled, staring at my hands. This breathing technique was actually cleansing my entire body. Ding, technique mastered automatically. You earned 50 edit points. What the hell are edit points? I would figure that out later. I took a deep breath, and the clouds began to swirl violently. Light and darkness cycled with my rhythm. Nearby, students were freaking out over the sudden weather shifts. Did it just get dark? And cooler. They started heading toward the North Gate to investigate. Suddenly, a heavy footstep silenced them. The principal arrived, barking orders for everyone to disperse. Did you not get the alert? Register now or lose your credits. He was not playing around. The crowd scattered immediately. Nobody wanted to mess with their academic ranking. Thanh Hyen led a squad of hunters, ordering a total lockdown of the North Gate area. Ding. You have purified the A-rank contaminated zone at Thanh Thanh University. The system explained the government tracks these mana awakening zones. Wait. Am I not the only one? A loud siren snapped me out of it. North Gate closing. Evacuate immediately. Military uniforms. Crap. I had caused too much of a scene. It was time to vanish. I bolted just as Thanh Hyen reached the smoking epicenter of the shockwave. She touched the scorched earth, picking up a fragment of debris. Her eyes widened in shock. This was not natural. Someone had awakened early. Someone very, very powerful. As the crowds were pushed back, So Thanh Ly watched the shadows. The game had changed. Spiritual energy. Was this man-made? No. That terrifying shadow. It was definitely Fang Yi. She shook her head. Don't be stupid. With Thanh Ly's ranking, why would he be here? Sunset at Fang Yi's villa. He's glowing like a miniature sun. What is happening to him? This heat is radiating from my core. Cold water and AC can't stop it. No sleep tonight. He bolts up. Wait, did anyone notice what happened today? I need to check the web. Search #own Spiritual Cultivation Association updates new ranking tiers. Wait. The Cultivation Association. I remember this. In my past life, an online group posted cultivation rules. But back then, people thought it was just some web novel promo. Was that guy at the university actually Fang Yi? He opens the cultivator realm details. Tier 1 Ghost Axe. Using mana to forge human weaponry. Tier 2 Spirit Soul. Channeling heaven's power to awaken bloodlines and internal mana reserves. Tier 3 Diamond. Indestructible bloodlines and bone deep mana. Mastering elemental traits and powers. Tier 4 Divine Moon. Breaking world limits to create new gods. Tier 5 Rising Sun. Galactic Peak. Controlling life and death. Since the mana awakening is global, we reveal these tiers for all. Fang Yi stares. It's mysterious, but the layout is familiar. There's even a diagram included. The comments are brutal. Spiritual cultivation. Whoever wrote this must have a fried brain. Anything for clout these days. It's clearly fake. Don't ruin our kids with this fantasy nonsense. This should have been a government announcement. I never heard of this association in my past life. Back then, I was a nobody. After the disaster hit, I was too busy just surviving. I spent everything just to stay alive. Is this association a signal for early hunters? Let's train. He sits cross-legged, entering a cultivation stance to test his limits. Time to circulate the golden sun breathing art. The yang energy begins to forge his internal organs. Step 1. Refine the mortal body into a vessel for pure mana, forging the internal spirit into a ghost axe. Buzz. Asterisk. A spectral weapon begins to manifest inside. Golden light flashes in Fang Yi's eyes. His body shatters its mortal shackles instantly. A lava-imbued axe projection solidifies. Is this the ghost axe realm? Is it actually real? Asterisk. Ding times level. Up 1. Star Ghost Axe. Use editing points to enchant any object. Current points 50. Fang Yi frowns at the system window. Editing points. I almost forgot. What does this mean? My data is the golden sun trait. Enchant any object. What counts as an object here? He waves a hand. A glass floats up. Asterisk. Ding times. Consume points to infuse. Yang attribute. Yes, no. He smirks. I knew it. This is forced enchanting. Giving ordinary items supernatural power. If I select yes, this cup gains the yang attribute. My mind is racing with possibilities. What if it's a gun? Or a blade? Could I forge my own legendary weapon? He turns, locking his gaze on a display knife. A custom weapon is crucial for survival. Let's test it on this. Now that I'm reincarnated, I must be ready for the monsters. At midnight, a blinding golden light erupts from the villa, piercing the dark sky. Nearby, a mutated beast shaped like a rabbit stops and stares at Fang Yi's home. Under the moonlight, the villa stands solitary against the creeping shadows of the night. Moonlight spills across his bed. A persistent scratching sound wakes him up. A rat. He slips out of bed, his senses heightened. It's not in the walls or the pipes. I've just entered the ghost axe tier. My hearing is far beyond any normal human now. I can hear sounds from neighboring houses. But this is different. He glares at the door. He creeps forward and swings the door open. Asterisk. Screech times. A mutated beast lunges at his face. A mutated rabbit. Seeing these degenerate monsters again, it still sends chills down my spine. Meanwhile, in the bustling city center, skyscrapers loom like steel giants under the stars. A helicopter circles the area. On the rooftop, a powerful figure stands ready. Headset flashing red. The shadowfruit rabbit is still loose. Its speed is insane. Fan Hun nods as she gets the update. Removing her lollipop, she locks in. Report any movement instantly. With that, she dives headfirst off the skyscraper. Suddenly, a familiar pulse hits her. There it is, the beast's corrupted mana signature. She slides down the vertical glass. Target spotted in a residential zone, 20 kilometers away. Coordinates locked. She propels herself into the night sky. Everyone, stay sharp. The fruit hasn't fully integrated yet, so its evolution is unstable. It could surge in power any second. Do not let your guard down for even a moment. She blurs past high rises. A salaryman stares in disbelief. Am I working too much? Did I just see a girl fly? Under the moonlight, her silhouette vanishes. God. We're on the 65th floor. Back to Fuang Ditch. The mutant beast lunges, yaws wide. His eyes ignite with golden light as he activates his solar shroud. My body is different after the breakthrough, he thinks. Its movements are in slow motion. His reflexes are hyper-tuned. Golden light erupts in his palms like a miniature sun. But why are these monsters appearing so much earlier than before? From his past life memories, this thing is incomplete. Its dark attribute is making it go berserk. No hesitation. He has to kill it now, or everyone in this building is dead meat. He grabs the beast's coarse fur, using its own momentum to pivot. Crash. He hurls the monster through the window and dives out after it. Pure yang energy explodes. Fuang Ditch's fist glows with divine heat. He strikes. Boom. A shockwave of golden mana tears through the rabbit's chest. Even with a hole in its heart, it tries to bite back. It is trying to devour my yang energy. Ridiculous. Solar power is pure destruction for a shadow beast. K-boom. The night sky ignites as the monster vaporizes. A man in his apartment looks up. Wait. Was that lightning? He opens the window, but there is nothing but empty air. Fuang Ditch sticks a perfect landing below. He spots a rolling eyeball from the explosion and crushes it under his heel. A dark beast trying to eat pure yang energy. It was starving. The great mutation has begun. If I hadn't awakened my system, this whole place would be a graveyard. He frowns. To survive the coming chaos, he needs higher tier cultivation scrolls. Moments later, a figure lands at the scene. Tang Wen gasps. Her pupils shrinking, just blood and bone fragments. Nothing left intact. It is already dead, she whispers. Recording the site. Target neutralized. Commencing recovery of residual dark energy. As she reaches out, she flinches. This heat. It is scorching. Her expression darkens. This, pure yang energy. It is the same signature from the Northgate incident. She taps her earpiece. Command. The target is down. I didn't do it. A high-tier awakened got here first. He has a top-tier attribute. HQ is stunned. You are saying the Northgate Purifier and this hunter are the same person. His rank is only 1-star Ghost Mansion. Yet his power is this refined. HQ starts scanning the database. No record of him. We need to recruit this pioneer before another guild does. Agreed. Tan Huing says. Sealing the energy samples. Drop your current quests. Finding this person is now our top priority. Try to get them into the Hunters Association. Understood. But can I get a boba tea first? Who is this guy, she wonders. Someone with this much raw power is a major player. Next morning. Fresh sunlight fills the room. Fang Yi is already up, seated by the window. He starts his daily grind. The morning sun is the best fuel for his core. He activates the golden sun breathing technique. Visualizing the solar fire, his eyes snap open. Golden sparks dancing within. In the Ghost Mansion realm, his chi feels like burning silk. Another breakthrough that was faster than expected. He focuses his mind to check his stats. The hammer feels lighter today. Fang Yi grips the divine axe. Swinging with raw, rhythmic power. A breakthrough already. Cultivation is like grinding wood. Nothing beats pure. Stubborn persistence. His soul stirs as he activates the golden sun breathing art. Blazing light coats the blade as he strikes. Golden light explodes. System level up. You have reached Ghost Axe realm. 2-star. His eyes flare with golden fire. Power surges through his veins as he exhales a scorching mist. His progress is insane. Fueled by the leftover energy from his previous awakening, I need a quiet spot. His training is becoming too flashy. And that new blade just arrived. At the association. An old man frowns over a report. Solar energy fluctuations. Is it him again? Deep in the forest. A system window flickers. Spend points to fuse the yang attribute into this weapon. Fang Yi confirms. In an instant, a blinding golden radiance erupts. Standard tools couldn't handle this heat. To wield the sun. He needs a weapon that won't melt. This blade resonates perfectly with his core power. System synthesis, successful. Let's test your limits. He swings. And the forest erupts into a sea of solar flames. Even Fang Yi is stunned by the sheer destructive force. He slashes the river to quench the fire. A 30-foot wave surges, crisis averted. For now, too much smoke. I'm compromised. He vanishes just before Tan Huing arrives. Tea in hand. Damn it, I only left for a milk tea discount, she sighs. Blaming her terrible luck, she stares at the steaming ruins. My hot spring. Who did this? Where's the warranty for this mess? The cleanup department is going to kill her. Ever since that guy appeared. Everything's gone south. Her eyes catch a deep slash in the rock. Wait. 2-star Ghost Axe already. There's something else, a lingering, high-tier aura. Is that a spirit weapon? Spirit weapons are legendary vessels infused with elemental attributes. The association only has 2. Current tech can't replicate this power. How did a freelancer get his hands on one? Her head hurts from thinking. So she just shrugs and sips her milk tea. I'll cool the spring later. Meanwhile, Fang Yi wanders deeper into the mountains. His blade carries the yang attribute now. But he wonders if he can stack other elements. The system's compilation skill is limitless. Every resource in this world is just raw material for growth. If he can stack attributes, he'll be invincible. Suddenly, his phone pings with a message. Are you a pathwalker? I saw your history. You're tracking the recent anomalies. We're a group of pathwalkers looking for others. Want to join our squad? Fang Yi tenses. He forgot his privacy settings. They're survivors from the sea incident. We just want to learn from a senior. Let's look out for each other. I'm just a beginner. He replies. They ask, what's your rank? Ghost Axe is tough. Right? The elite national team just hit Ghost Axe rank. We're basically at the top. Fang Yi smirks. The elites are only at Ghost Axe. Another message I've got. Classified intel. A new contamination zone just spawned. High risk. High reward. You in. He opens the file, the Dark River Lava Dragon. Location coordinates locked in. An underground river turned into a vein of molten lava. A death trap of extreme heat. Pure yang energy. This isn't just a mission. It's a buffet for his power-up. I'm in. Deep in the Tan Mok forest, a group of young hunters gathers. Is the contact coming? Xiaoya nods, checking her highly detailed maps of the zone. Thanks for coming. Xiaojia smiles. Let's uncover the secrets of this place together. Internally, she sighs. None of these recruits look like top-tier talent. Can she even recommend them? Truong Hyo Nya Cultural Dept. Spirit Cultivation Association. Most don't know the association is a secret government branch with an impossibly high entry bar. I only managed to join this squad after surviving a series of hellish trials. My family definitely had to pull some major favors to get me in. Damn. If I come back empty-handed this time, it's back to the overtime grind for me. Oh. Wait, is that Fang arriving? A shadow slowly emerged from the dense tree line. I'm Fang. Good to meet you all. Xiaoya turned, her eyes widening in total shock. So young? But if my senses are right, he's already a 2-star Ghost Mansion rank. It's strange, his presence is undeniably massive. Yet it doesn't feel crushing like other high-tier experts. Instead, it feels almost warm. Xiaoya took the lead, slowly pushing open the ancient stone gate. Everyone's here. So let's move out. Fang stepped forward. I'll take point. Just keep the light on me. Fang, slow down. Watch your step on those loose rocks. I seriously thought this whole place had turned into a river of molten lava by now. A stray water droplet hit me, and I nearly jumped out of my skin. How odd. Don't you guys think it's way cooler in here than we expected? Maybe we haven't reached the core of the contaminated zone yet. If anyone's hitting their limit, speak up. Our safety is the top priority. Fang glanced back at the group. Even though I was the last to join, they already treat me like one of their own. Whether it's their nature or just survival instinct in this chaotic era, their sincerity feels real. Leading the way, Fang suddenly halted. We've arrived. Xiaoya gasped in awe. Lava. It's actually real. Flowing lava. They had reached a massive underground river, where a torrent of glowing, crimson magma surged through the cavern. Without warning, Fang lunged forward. The team panicked instantly. Wait, it's too dangerous. Don't be reckless. But Fang just knelt and plunged his bare hand directly into the searing magma. What are you doing, kid? Do you have a death wish? Someone pull him back. Now, suddenly, the ground erupted. A blinding burst of flames exploded outward, transforming into a terrifying, roaring inferno in an instant. Ding, natural anomaly detected. Analyzing internal flame. Calculations at maximum. Skill acquired Crimson Destruction Art. This inner flame. Its heat is intense, and the explosive power is absolutely devastating. To truly unleash the Crimson Fireblade art, I need to be holding a weapon. Every strike roared like a furnace. The blade wreathed in a dance of lightning and fire, fueled by pure battle intent. A massive surge of energy erupted as Fang's hand gripped the hilt. It's a perfect match for my Tang Dao. With a little effort, I'll infuse the inner flame attribute directly into the steel. As the inner flame surged through the metal, fiery patterns began to ripple across the blade's surface. The air hissed as the weapon pulsed with raw heat. Look, he's perfectly fine, his weapon. It's actually absorbing the power of the lava. The blade flashed with a brilliant light, looking like it could detonate at any moment. The crew cut guy grinned. Looks like Fang's little training accident is finally over. The spirit key here has finally stabilized. All right, team. It's time to grind some levels. I can feel it. The energy flow is changing. I can absorb it perfectly now. Me too. Just a little more cultivation, and I'll finally awaken as a true hunter. Xiaoya smiled and gave a thumbs up. I'm only here for materials. You guys focus on your power-up. I'll handle the perimeter watch. Thanks a lot. A moment later, Xiaoya's ears twitched at a strange noise. Her eyes narrowed. Other cultivators were approaching. A group of thugs appeared on the rocky clearing. Where did these small fry come from, Scram? This dungeon is our territory now. Xiaoya's face paled. This is bad. All three of them are 1-star Ghost Mansion hunters. We're completely outmatched here. She knew they should retreat, but she couldn't give up. Wait, we were here first. My friends have already started absorbing the spirit chi. They're already in the middle of a breakthrough. If you want, you can join us and share the resources. Share, don't make me laugh. In this new world, it's survival of the fittest. The weak don't get a say. Weaklings don't deserve the resources to get strong. But as a member of the association, I can't just let this stand. What should I do? Suddenly, a figure stepped forward. Fang stood right between the two groups. Wow. Big guys, like you really like picking on a lone girl. Huh. Fang raised his hand, his fingers tensing as a brilliant light ignited. A miniature sun descended, and the ground shattered under the impact. Scorching heat seared the air. The lead thug froze, stumbling back in terror, as Fang drew his blade from the flames. It looked like a ticking time bomb ready to blow. The cavern shook violently, causing the cultivating hunters to snap their eyes open. What's happening? Is the cave collapsing? Fang's gaze turned cold. It's because too many hunters follow that might makes right BS that tragedies happen. Talking won't work on these degenerates. For a split second, the light was blinding, like staring directly into the sun. Clang, the Tang Dao was unleashed. Boom, crimson flames and explosive shockwaves collided. A devastating wave of heat, threatening to incinerate everything. Get lost. Flames flickered in Fang's narrowed eyes as he stared down the trembling thugs. What kind of monster is he? The thugs' legs turned to jelly, and they scrambled to run away. The confused team finally realized what happened and cheered. Boss. That was epic. While Xiaoya just stood there, stunned. Fang scratched his head with a bashful smile. Oh. It was nothing. They were just being total jerks. That's all. You guys done with your power-up? Ready to head out? Xiaoya nodded. Yeah. The spirit chi in this zone is tapped out. Let's go. She watched Fang's back as they walked. If that strike had actually landed, there'd be nothing left here but charred corpses. He's definitely a top-tier genius with a high-level attribute and peak talent. I have to report this to the organization immediately. Back at the Hunter Association HQ. Xiaoya. Are you saying another times high-tier attribute user has appeared? Wait. What did you just say? Understood. I've logged the data. Alert me the moment there's a breakthrough. Hanging up. A triumphant smirk crossed the specialist's face. Master. Is our luck finally turning? Another high-tier awakener has surfaced. Is it just a fluke? I doubt it. Those with high-tier traits are destined for the throne of power. The old man groaned, already dreading the coming political storm. As twilight bled across the horizon, Fang Yi moved through the crowd. The massive blade on his back drew every eye. Check out that cosplayer. That blade looks dangerously authentic. I wonder which elite guild crafted such a legendary tier prop. He carried the aura of a true sovereign, the absolute pinnacle of martial dominance among all hunters. His disguise was too striking. Suddenly, a system alert chimed on his phone. The impossible was happening. The novel had become reality. Golden radiance erupted from the ancient caves as a celestial dragon soared across the sky. Captured by stunned onlookers on film, witnesses reported a mysterious hunter wielding a colossal blade. A master who vanished after driving off every single trespasser. Fang Yi frowned. My internal flame reached 2,000 degrees. No wonder the world noticed such a massive mana surge. Who leaked my location? I hope my allies haven't turned into informants for the rival guilds already. With the yang energy surging, one final golden sun breathing cycle will trigger my evolution. It is time to ascend. 5 minutes later, Fang Yi emerged from the mountain thickets. His presence masked like a ghost. The ultimate predator in hiding. Su Qingying had been scrubbing the traces of the Yang Awakener all day. Suddenly, her combat senses screamed in warning. A violent, golden tide of mana surged nearby. A high ranker's aura was erupting. Who could possibly possess such raw, domineering power? A breakthrough to the 3-star ghost tier. This level of energy is impossible. He is breaking every known limit of a genius. I have to see this monster. Su Qingying vanished, racing toward the epicenter. I will catch you this time, whoever you are. Back at the peak, a pillar of divine light shattered the clouds, turning the midnight sky into a blinding noon. Fang Yi wove intricate hand seals, leaving trails of golden mana. The very fabric of space began to tremble and roar. A divine sanctuary manifested like a rising sun, radiating a heat that promised both salvation and absolute destruction to all life. His control over the system interface is flawless. Is he a hidden master who has been regressing for centuries in secret? I remember my own failure at this tier. The system pressure alone nearly shattered my physical form into pieces. I spent a week bedridden from the recoil. Yet this freak, his mana purity is beyond any known S-rank charts. His energy feels forged in the fires of 1,000 hells. He isn't just a hunter, he is a living god, descending. While others chase quick power-ups, his foundation is unshakable. He moves with the lethal wisdom of an ancient hidden sovereign. Su Qingying locked onto the coordinates. The epicenter of the Divine Mansion's rotation was shifting toward the east. The radiance slowly died down. The ghost tier evolution was complete. An invisible, crushing pressure radiated from Fang Yi's new form. 30 seconds later, she arrived. But the clearing was empty. Not even a single bird dared to sing in that silence. Am I too late again? It has only been 30 seconds. He definitely sensed my presence. He's playing with me. At this rate, recruiting him into the guild will be impossible. But wait. She paused. A final desperate plan forming. Senior, I know you are still here, she shouted. High above. Fang Yi watched his persistent pursuer with cold, calculating eyes. She bowed deeply. I am the captain of the Dawn Vanguard, a special unit under the National Awakened Alliance. I represent the association. We are officially requesting your cooperation in the coming world-scale dungeon wars. My tracking was merely an attempt to secure your talent for the Alliance. Please, do not hold this against our guild. We operate in the shadows for now. But our authority is absolute. She prayed she had not insulted this hidden titan. Her voice was soft, yet urgent. Then, Fang Yi's voice cut through the air like a blade. Why should I join? She froze. Should she lie? No. A monster like him would see through any deception. Because the world is changing. The Alliance seeks to unite all Awakeners, to bring order to this chaos and protect our nation from the coming cataclysm. Currently, rogue practitioners are causing havoc. Without a system of laws, our entire civilization will burn into ash. It is a contract. Yes. But we must face the mana recovery and the unknown enemies lurking behind the gates together. Fang Yi leaned back on the branch, his eyes mocking. And if I refuse, your alliance has yet to earn my trust. Nearby, Zhang Xiaoya listened intently from the shadows, her mind racing with the implications of this high-stakes negotiation. My name is Su Qingying. Before the awakening, I was a national athlete. She offered her ID, her cheeks flushing red. Please, believe in my sincerity. Fang Yi stared at the credentials, a faint memory from his past life finally flickering. A champion runner. High physical stats lead to faster skill evolution. But in his past life, even her guild failed. Humanity has been wiped out. But with this second chance at life and the system's aid, I'll claim my place at the absolute peak. Not yet. Though, the timing isn't perfect. I recognize that voice. It's Than Hun. She looks at me with a mix of shock and pure joy. Let me think on it, I say, flickering behind her in a flash. But for now, keep my presence a secret from the association. I can see it in her eyes. The Aura Association is terrified of powerful pathfinders like me. I'll use her as a pawn for my own goals. I'll cooperate, she says. But the phenomenon from your rank up was detected. I'll have to file a half-truth report. I give a sharp nod. Do what you have to do. When she turns back, I'm gone. Only a cloud of gray ash remains. She stomps her foot in frustration. Having lost my trail yet again, he's avoiding me on purpose. She sighs, cleaning up the traces I left behind. What a miserable job. But enough of that, I have work to do. Honestly, getting out on a mission is a relief. Reports show that new anomalies are surfacing. She looks shaken. They're back, those brutal variants. I'll never forget them. Twisted, malevolent entities, fueled by the dark energy of the mana awakening. Some mutate into horrific beasts that devour humans, while others manifest as localized disasters, claiming territory to expand the corruption zones. If we don't eradicate them, these harbingers of destruction will relentlessly consume the human world. Dead of night, a torrential storm rages. Lightning shatters the sky with deafening roars, making the entire world tremble in fear. Cloaked in shadows, I tread through the pouring rain, unfazed by the chaos. Emergency sirens wail, red alert, severe thunderstorm warning. All residents must stay indoors for your own safety. Jade Emperor Peak is at high risk of flooding and is strictly off limits. Locals whisper. Is some legendary cultivator ascending in this storm? My expression remains cold as I walk forward. The lightning element here is dense and violent. The heart of the storm is right above me. I look up. The reflection of a massive white-hot lightning bolt dancing in my eyes. With a silent leap, I descend toward the mountain. A system window pings, pollution zone, detected near Jade Emperor Peak. Target Jade Emperor Peak. Elevation 1,545 meters. Pollution rank, unknown. In the heart of the dark storm, I sense a sudden surge of power. I freeze. Boom. A colossal pillar of lightning strikes, splitting the mountain and the rain in two. Meanwhile, at the association, mana readings are off the charts. Lock down Jade Emperor Peak immediately. The situation is critical. A new high-level pollution zone is forming right under our noses. I've recalled Thon Huyn from her other mission. The commander shouts, Tan Huyn, give us the status report. She stands up, clutching her documents. The peak is a no-go zone. The lightning element mana is reaching a critical flashpoint. We've ranked it as an A-tier pollution zone. Within the hour, it could hit tier 5. We need an emergency response now. The problem is, our database shows no pathfinder capable of surviving that lightning field. Even I can't get close. Simulation results for a 3-star ranker show a 100% mortality rate. The room falls into a grim silence. Han Lei speaks, seal the mountain base. 24-hour patrols. No one goes in or out. We have to cut the risk at the root. The mana surge is too volatile. We wait until it stabilizes before we investigate. Back at the mountain. Asterisk. Boom times. Purple lightning screams as it strikes my shimmering golden barrier. My golden sun breathing method is holding. But it's not enough to refine the purest form of lightning. To truly evolve, I must dive into the eye of the storm. I must reach the summit of Jade Emperor Peak. I take a step forward. My resolve unshakable. In this era of mana, those who don't evolve will be devoured by the New World Order. Humanity is falling down the food chain. Even small animals like rabbits or rats have become lethal predators. Soon, horrors far worse than simple beasts will emerge, entities that can crush even the strongest cultivators with ease. I've mastered the golden sun breathing and the crimson fire blade style, representing yang and internal flame. But it's still insufficient. I've already spent system points to imbue my blade with these traits, boosting its defense and durability. My fire arts provide overwhelming destructive power. But over-reliance on a weapon creates fatal openings in my defense. Only by forging my own body can I truly dominate those cunning apex predators. This lightning storm is my ultimate forge. To grow stronger, I must seize the power of the heavens or perish in the attempt. Asterisk crack times. The thunder is deafening, threatening to burst my eardrums. My golden aura flares. I draw my blade and slash directly into the falling lightning bolt. The resistance is staggering. I push my breathing method to the limit. The lightning strikes like a primordial dragon, my bones popping under the pressure. I grit my teeth and hold my ground. I drive my blade deep into the earth, anchoring myself against the divine wrath of the storm. This extreme lightning is pure divine wrath. It's screaming at me for entering its forbidden domain, trying to force me to my knees. But how do I make this power mine? How do I make it submit? Stay calm. The system said I need direct contact with the source. Golden sun, breathing full power, not enough. More. Boom. The divine bolt slams into me. I swallow the pain and swing my blade with sheer defiance. My blade erupts in golden light, clashing with the heavens. The recoil shatters my lungs. But I have to reach the peak to survive. The ground collapses under the pressure. This lightning energy is savage. Just breathing it makes my muscles go numb. It wants me dead. But that's exactly when my resolve sparked. Thunder roared like a waterfall from the sky, blinding the city below. The system began analyzing the extreme lightning attribute. I've never seen a storm this massive. Is a god descending from another dimension? Wait. Is that a person up there? If that lightning hits the city, we're all dead. Ding. You've obtained Divine 100 Refined Lightning. Body Tempering initiated. Earned 50 creation points. Lightning attribute unlocked. Unlike my yang attribute, this lightning allows body tempering. I can become lightning itself. Ancient records speak of cultivators who harness the heavens to become immortal. My body is now a mountain indestructible. Lightning is my spear and my shield. I am reborn in gold and electricity. I can feel it. This isn't just destruction, it's purification. It's forging my bones into something stronger. No pain, only power. This is pure judgment lightning, dealing 300% critical damage to all evil. Ding. Spend creation points to fuse. Should I imbue my blade with this? It would make the edge sharper, but it might ruin the purity of my yang attribute. Plus, the blade might shatter from the overload. Then, I saw a better option. My right hand. System fuse lightning with your body. No hesitation. Yes. White sparks erupted from my palm. A violent, overwhelming aura surged through my veins. The next day, at Mount Yuhuang, Major Han. The mana contamination suddenly dropped to a safe level, but the air is still thick with static. Major Han knelt, sensing the lingering energy. A pathfinder was here. Major Han Lei stood up, brushing the dirt off his uniform. What, another one to Van Hoon knelt down too? I can't track his signature or when he left. The storm must have washed away the traces. He likely left around 8 last night. Unharmed. But how? Han Lei replied. The anomaly started at 6. We locked down the area by 7. He must have been up there already. The lightning storm peaked right when we arrived. Your tools predicted an S-rank disaster. Yet the mana stabilized shortly after 8. He tried to reconstruct the battle in his mind. This person has a lightning attribute. They didn't just survive the storm, they embraced it. He's alive. And this disaster changed because of him. It's no coincidence. Was it luck? Or, did he hunt this anomaly? That kind of man is dangerous. We don't know whose side he's on. If he turns rogue, he'll be a walking catastrophe. Meanwhile, Fuang Dich sneezed. Oblivious to the chaos he'd caused, Han Lei issued the order, find him at all costs. Codename, the Tyrant. A dark, lightning-clad figure flickered in their imaginations. A monster in human skin. Hours later. I hope the association recruits him first. We'll keep this under wraps for now. We have a high-level pathfinder we're tracking. Xiao Tu. Give the Major your report. She froze. Yes. Sir. She stood at attention, trying to hide her shaking voice. It's about the one from the A-rank zone, at Chengcheng University. Tu Fan Huin screamed internally. Please don't let them find out. I've been trying to make contact. But he's a ghost. I only found the remains of the monsters he slaughtered. I suspect he uses Yang Flame. I'll keep investigating his methods. She was crying on the inside. I'm doing my best here. A mix of lies and truth is the only way to protect him. Han Lei pondered. Yang Flame. Ha, I see. Good work. Xiao Tu. We need talent like you. The next generation must rise like an unstoppable tide. The girl snapped to attention. Major Han. You flatter me. It's my duty. I'll ensure the natural disaster cover-up remains airtight for now. Also, I'm concerned about the spiritual energy leaks online. If the public catches on, villains will surely exploit the chaos. Su Qingying exhaled as the meeting finally ended. Cut to a rainy midnight at Fang Yi's villa, where a single window glows. Fang Yi is seen refining his golden sun-breathing art, using the heat to dry his clothes. Ever since the lightning attribute fusion, his power has surged. His right arm has undergone a complete physical transformation, infused with the essence of thunder. It is now the strongest part of his body, granting him an explosive increase in raw strength. He feels himself nearing a new breakthrough. Surprisingly, the once violent lightning has become as docile as a kitten under his masterful control. Remembering the agony of his first sun attribute awakening, he's relieved. This power won't fade. It has been perfectly absorbed into his core. A system window flashes lightning attribute 300% crit damage against abnormal evils. He can't wait to test this lethal trait. Suddenly, his phone buzzes. Ever since the last awakening, he has set all hunter forums and news feeds to high-priority alerts. The world is descending into madness. To protect the citizens, the Great Xia Association is now issuing early warning danger signals. These headlines scream chaos. But to a regressor like Fang Yi, every disaster is a hidden opportunity for rapid power-ups. Even if it means dancing with death, he must seize these rewards. One specific notification catches his sharp eyes. A chemical plant explosion. No casualties reported. But toxic pollution is spreading. The cause remains under investigation. The explosion happened during a shift change, pure luck. Officials urge the public to stay calm and prioritize personal safety. Fang Yi narrows his eyes. A massive accident with no casualties. It smells like a cover-up for something far more sinister. The comments section is blowing up. I live nearby. The atmosphere felt terrifyingly wrong that night. It was like a wave of pure, dark evil. You described it perfectly. It was absolutely bone-chilling. Skeptics fire back, mocking the claims of supernatural phenomena. It's just a factory blast. Quit making up ghost stories. I've seen explosions before. But the photos of this one look eerie. It gives me the creeps. Is this real life or a horror movie? Fang Yi broods. That description of evil energy feels hauntingly familiar. His eyes widen as a realization strikes. He remembers, now, the horrific entities that plagued his past life. Memories of a giant mutated rat stalking him flash by. Could it be them? Fang Yi's gaze turns cold and calculating. Those monsters thrive in the gloom. They start as normal animals, but evolve into intelligent, bloodthirsty predators after mutation. Their hunting instincts and killing efficiency are enhanced to a supernatural, terrifying degree. These are 100 times more lethal than that mutated rabbit. He must hunt them tonight before they can evolve further. Arc lightning dances across his fingertips as he tightens his fist. The thunder within him is screaming to be unleashed. Time to test that 300% crit damage. Outside, the rain falls in sheets, leaving the streets desolate and silent. Shadows flicker through the downpour. A specialized strike team in black raincoats moves with lethal precision through the city. The destruction squad is hunting. Subject 7. Codenamed Bamboo Knight. Its trait merging perfectly into the darkness. It emits a faint, sizzling sound and has a taste for human flesh. The hunters must update the file immediately. In this weather, it's definitely on the prowl. We can't let it claim another victim. The comms crackle back. Understood. Bamboo Knight's threat level is now priority B. Kill orders are authorized within a 12-hour window. Destruction squad. Continue the pursuit. Remember, your lives are the top priority. Do not take unnecessary risks. The leader grunts. 12 hours is a long time. But it's the best support HQ can offer given the global crisis. Great Xia is stretched thin, with mutations appearing everywhere. Wait. A Cultivation Association officer is already in your sector. A profile picture of Su Qingying appears on their tactical displays as they rush through the dark. Captain Su is currently monitoring a high-value pioneer. Will request her immediate tactical support. Copy that. We need her. I've heard of her combat record. We could use a heavy hitter like her. Suddenly, a voice drops from above. The team looks up to see Su Qingying, her silver eyes glowing in the dark. You guys calling me for overtime, Su? We're tracking a man-eater here. Not just pulling an extra shift. She smirks. Is that any way to ask for help? She turns to leave, teasing them. Since the legendary destruction squad is so capable, I guess you don't need me. The Su squad is bowing out. Her teammate whispers. Boss. What if they actually get eaten? Then that's on them. The squad leader sighs, forced to lower his head. My apologies. I was out of line. Please. Help us track this thing. You know how dangerous Bamboo Knight is. We can't let it escape into the city without our hunter's tracking skills. This city would be a graveyard, and we'd be monster food. Target identified. Subject 7. Bamboo Knight. Trait darkness. Diet human flesh. The captain locked eyes with the beast. Begin the hunt. Their cloaks billowed as the monster bolted. We're spotted, Vanguard. Deploy the containment formation immediately. The squad moved instantly, locking down all 4 cardinal directions. No escape for the degenerate. Trapped, a silhouette blurred from above. Steel flashing like lightning as it struck the beast's flesh. In the abyss, its crimson eyes glowed with a predatory, malevolent hunger. Flesh erupted from its back as a thunderous roar shattered the air. Sonic wave evade. Now, the rain trembled. The squad recoiled. Captain, this thing's power level is off the charts. 1 second late, and we'd be meat paste. That darkness attribute is pure, terrifying destruction. If this monster remains in the city, a catastrophic massacre is inevitable. The monster's jaws unhinged, spewing a vile, corrosive black haze that dissolved everything it touched. Its burrowing to Than Huan screamed. That fog is a high-tier corrosive darkness trait. We lack the counter-element. Even if it melts the earth, we can't let it escape. Hold the formation, stay sharp. Focus on tactical intel and wait for my command. A hunter tried to block the fog. He was sent flying, coughing up blood instantly. Don't let it go. The beast vanished, the squad chasing like black ghosts through the night. During the pursuit, the very atmosphere began to shift. Stop. The mana density just spiked. To Than Huan warned. Wait here. I'm going in. They entered the derelict factory cautiously. Is this the lair? Checking the mana resonance now? The captain noticed her gear. Is that the new association tech? Yes. The latest model. Threshold is 50. Target was 48. Suddenly, the screen flashed a blood-red 80. Wait. The stats just hit 80, and they're still climbing. This isn't just one monster. A massive serpent coiled in the dark, scales shimmering. Asterisk. Bam. Times. The factory exits sealed shut. It was a trap. The first monster was bait. Retreat. We need to get out now. Head for the exit. If we combine our skills, we can shatter this gate together. A sickening stench hit her. To Than Huan's knees buckled as she collapsed to the floor. My senses are failing. Is everyone okay? No response. Silence reigned in the dark factory. They were right there, but the toxic mist severed all connection. Total sensory deprivation. Her face went pale. The Bamboo Knight had led them into a deadlier predator's territory. I felt it. A giant serpent. This isn't just darkness. It's a lethal, paralyzing neurotoxin. This gas paralyzes our senses while draining our internal mana at an accelerated rate. Attacking only hastens the end. Without mana protection, we'll soon be nothing but soulless husks. Despair took hold. What kind of high-tier anomaly possesses this level of strategic intelligence? Superior intelligence and god-tier abilities. Is this where our story ends in failure? Suddenly, the roof shattered. Golden light pierced the darkness as the ceiling exploded outward. A figure descended through the debris. Eyes cold and calculating. Fang Yi had finally arrived. So, a darkness-type anomaly. Huh, he muttered. Suddenly, the serpent lunged from the fog. It bared venomous fangs, aiming to swallow Fang Yi whole in a single crushing strike. He flipped midair, dodging effortlessly. Then, the bamboo knight ambushed him. He blocked it barehanded. As the beast gnashed its teeth, Fang Yi remained unfazed. One lures, the other harvests. Clever. No wonder the mana density was so high in this dungeon. You like biting? He asked. Then taste heaven's wrath. Lightning exploded, incinerating the beast. Fang Yi drew his blade. Flames erupted as he faced the serpent. Your turn. Scared of fire, the serpent's eyes flared green as it lunged. Fang Yi soared high, mocking the beast's speed. Look closely. Fang Yi swings his blade, a crimson arc flashing through his eyes. A split second later, the black serpent is cleaved in half. Fang Yi's eyes narrow. The severed beast is instantly regenerating. It was hiding a trump card after all. Suddenly, boom, a thunderous roar erupts from within the monster's flesh, tearing the Dark One apart from the inside. Fang Yi smirks. He'd sensed it. This boss monster's dark aura was far denser than even the bamboo night stalkers. As he struck, he channeled his internal flame through the blade, using it as a conduit to surge lightning directly into the serpent's core. Blazing fire erupts, turning the serpent into a funeral pyre. This was no ordinary monster. It was a high-tier dark anomaly. Bamboo Knight was creepy, but weak. This thing, it's on a whole different level. Suddenly, a sharp sting pierces his shoulder. This variant has high intelligence. Its hidden arrows are lethal. Fang Yi immediately cauterizes the wound with a burst of heat. The poison carries a paralysis effect, a silent killer. But his golden sun breathing technique keeps the energy flowing, nullifying the toxin. His yang flame melts the poison, while the golden sun method heals and lightning energy purifies his system. The reaction between his power and the toxin triggers sharp pain. It's a perfect warning system against enemy strikes. Anyone else would be dead by now. How did this serpent grow so massive without being detected? It likely possessed a 3-star phantom tier trait, combined with its perfect ambush-style hunting method, paired with Bamboo Knight. It's the ultimate trap for elite awakened. Many hunters likely perished before they could even report back. No matter how cunning or cruel it was, it ends the same way, vanishing into nothing but ash and dust. His inner fire is pure. But the triple fatal lightning is the real deal. His combat prowess is reaching top-tier hunter levels. Fang Yi gazes into the flames, deep in thought. He moves closer, reaching out. Someone is still here. Through the thick black mist, a cough rings out. Su Qingying is awake, but she's too embarrassed to open her eyes. Is it her, he wonders? The girl from that guild? Su something. You can stop pretending now. He looks down at her. Your acting is terrible. Qingying is mortified. Wait. Was it really him just now? The smell woke me. She stammers. She's strong. Her teammates are unconscious. But she kept her mana shield active. Without that sheer willpower, she never would have smelled the blood and scorched flesh in the air. She nods weakly. Thanks for the compliment. He'd already seen right through her remaining defensive aura. She has no idea how he slaughtered Bamboo Knight and that giant serpent. Her face burns bright red. Keep your eyes shut. Just promise to keep my identity a secret. He seems much friendlier than their last encounter. Fang Yi turns to leave. It's late. You're safe now, so I'm taking my leave. Qingying finally uncovers her eyes. Wait, she calls out. But he's already leaping onto the roof. Too many people. You handle the cleanup. On the roof. Fang Yi sprints away. Good thing she didn't see me trying to harvest the dark attribute. The cold, repulsive energy was disgusting. His body's natural resistance must have rejected the darkness before it could stabilize. The system window remains silent. Whatever. I'll analyze the combat data once I get home. She watches the moonlight through the hole in the ceiling. I still haven't seen his face. He really doesn't trust the guild. She sits and slaps the captain's face. Wake up, it's over. He bolts upright, screaming. We're under attack. Su Qingying just gives a dry laugh. Soon, the whole squad gathers. staring in awe at the black serpent's remains. What happened? Where did this pure yang energy come from? A powerful awakened saved us. Captain, he might be my target. My mission was to find a hunter with a pure, high-tier yang attribute. The mission isn't over. His identity is a total mystery. He even caught me spying on him. Yet, he protected us anyway. A teammate shouts in excitement. He took down both boss monsters alone. Incredible. The captain reaches out to collect the dark essence. He took down 2 high-tier threats by himself. Where's the Bamboo Knight corpse? We need to secure the drops and report back to the guild headquarters immediately. The captain steps forward and K-boom lightning explodes under his feet. What is this violent energy? He looks at the charred remains, crackling with electricity. Su. You said he was a yang user. This residual lightning is insane. Is this all that's left of Bamboo Knight? The attribute purity is off the charts? This is peak level power. The captain frowns. Could there be 2 S-rank hunters, one for the serpent and another for the stalker? Su Qingying shakes her head. No. Captain. It was just him. Only one person was here. It's hard to believe. Wielding 2 pure, high-tier attributes at once. Even one would make him a god-tier genius. The heavy silence was deafening. An advanced, dual-attribute awakener. A legendary existence like that is truly 1 in a million. The Yang Flame Walker and the Thunder Tyrant. Fan Yi sighed. What kind of monster is he? Like for more. 2 tactical vehicles finally screeched to a halt. Luckily, I'd stationed backup outside the factory as insurance against the unknown. The association evaluated the crisis and dispatched investigators. Originally, they were only coming to recover our lifeless corpses. 2 subordinates clung to Fan Huyen, sobbing. Captain, you're alive. We thought we'd lost our squad leader for good. Fan Hun remained silent. The mission had shifted to scanning residual mana and reconstructing the battle to analyze the carnage. Association investigators deployed high-tech scanners across the battlefield. Every scrap of data was being uploaded to headquarters immediately. One investigator spoke up. Captains, based on the residue and the specific execution style used to down these targets, there is a 99% chance it was the same person. A dual-attribute awakener. The team stood frozen in disbelief. I thought it was a mistake. Either of these aberrations possessed enough raw power to annihilate our entire squad alone. Yet, this expert ended them in a heartbeat. To think the gap within the Ghost Raid could be this vast. Fan Huyen tapped her earpiece to report. The target has resurfaced. Data is updated. I'm reporting to High Command now. The Tyrant and the University incident are linked. The Elder replied calmly. I understand. Xiao Su. Abort your mission. He saved your lives and purged the aberrations. He clearly harbors no ill will. He is not our enemy. Elder Han and I don't see eye to eye on this. But let's prioritize caution for now, to ensure your safety and maintain a good impression. Cease contact. Fan Yi nodded. Then shared her shocking new theory. I have a theory regarding the mountain incident during his rank up. The Elder's curiosity was piqued. What is it? I sensed a crushing aura near his location. I suspected a spirit weapon, though it seemed impossible at the time. But if he's a dual attribute... The Elder gasped. A spirit weapon, no. That is simply impossible, no matter how much talent one has. Obtaining a spirit weapon without massive guild resources is unheard of. The scanners didn't detect a third energy signature. But the spirit power I felt earlier definitely had a Yang-type trait. I see. If that weapon shares his Yang attribute. Theoretically, only a spirit soul realm sovereign could achieve that. Fan Huyen's breath hitched in her throat at the Elder's startling revelation. Sovereigns of that rank are rarer than phoenix feathers. There are barely 10 of them in the entire world. If he truly wields a third attribute, the current power balance will crumble, sending shockwaves through the awakened community. The Elder's face darkened. Clashing attributes usually tear a body apart. A triple attribute awakener has never existed. Until now. If he's hiding a spirit weapon, our inability to detect it might actually be a blessing in disguise. I only hope a monster of his caliber never turns his blade against the rest of humanity. Fuang Dich stepped out of the shower. Less than a year remained until the Great Mana Awakening officially begins. Yet the world is already shifting. Anomalies are surfacing everywhere. And the aberrations are growing increasingly restless. Flickers of Yang energy dried his hair instantly. More people are choosing the path of cultivation on their own. Once you bridge the connection to the world's mana, your senses surpass any ordinary humans. Even those self-taught renegades have already reached the 1-star ghost grade of power. The government's goodwill toward independent hunters shows we are currently in a fragile period of stability. For now, the monsters are contained, and major guild conflicts haven't broken out. Yet, the Mana Association remains a secret. But whispers of mutations and unrest are spreading like wildfire among the civilians. The authorities are walking a tightrope, trying to protect the public while issuing warnings about the coming shadows. But there's a problem. The government lacks the confidence to announce a full-scale era of cultivation. Overpopulation is the fuse. Full disclosure would trigger a total collapse of order and massive casualties. Looking at the current ranking tiers, these official hunters aren't strong enough to suppress the coming chaos, facing internal chaos and external threats. The government's cautious approach is actually the right move. Human greed is far deadlier than any demon. But the aberration's evolution speed is what truly worries me. Today's creature was a prime example of dark attribute infection, a yin-type subbranch of the void. System notification dark attribute, subbranch detected. The natural nemesis of all awakened. These aberrations possess intelligence far beyond common monsters. This is only the beginning of the nightmare. These predators don't just hunt humans for food. They treat the bodies of awakeners as ultimate high-tier supplements. They're nothing compared to the dark anomalies I've faced before, beings capable of wiping out entire nations or continents. But if I hadn't intervened, that small squad and the scout who recruited me would be corpses right now. A mere sub-attribute is this sickening. True darkness is a catastrophic threat that looms over us all. If it's temporarily unabsorbable, it simply means I haven't met the system's hidden requirements to claim it yet. This attribute counters humans perfectly. If I can assimilate it, it'll be my ultimate trump card to flip the board. Currently, I possess the golden sun breathing, the lightning refinement art, and the scarlet fire blade of the internal flame. Having a rare yang attribute branch is powerful, but having the perfect cultivation technique to match is what truly matters. With my 3-star Ghost Axe Realm strength, few hunters can challenge me. But it's still not enough to survive. Suddenly, Fang Yi's phone buzzed. He stared at the caller ID, his face tight with shock. And why the call? Xiao Yi. How are you? Your cousin is heading your way for school. I'm worried about her. Can she stay? A memory flashed. Long dark hair, a slender frame, and a face as cold and stoic as an ice queen. I remember her as a total bookworm. I've almost forgotten her face. Sure. Aunt. Just send her over then. I have a spare room. When does she arrive? I'll pick her up. No need. She'll find it herself. In a dim room. Keys clattered. A computer screen glowed as a voice echoed. I'll have her bring some gifts. Thanks. Aunt. I won't be shy then. Good. She'll be there tomorrow. Sorry for the trouble. No trouble at all. Aunt. I've got work to do. Talk soon. After hanging up, the cousin, Lin Yi, clicked a news headline. A tourist spot renamed Death Town after 3 more victims. Yang Fire Town. She muttered as her mother entered, packed yet startled. She shut her laptop. Yeah. But I really don't want to bother my cousin. Hotels are fine. Nonsense. Staying with family is safer than any hotel. I trust your cousin more than anyone else. Don't be a burden. Help out around the house. Okay. Pushing her mom out. She sighed. I get it. Mom. She slammed the door and leaned back. Compared to those anomalies, my cousin is probably way scarier to deal with. The next morning, under a scorching sun, Lin Yi arrived, pulling a black suitcase, her long legs pacing the street. Ding. Her phone pinged. You have arrived. Lin Yi looked up at the building. So, this is the place. Dressed in a simple tee. Her aura was undeniable. Just then, Fang Yi opened the door. Wait. Lin Yi. Lin Yi looked just as surprised. Soon, they were seated on the sofa. So, you're here for a summer camp? Yes. If you need anything, just ask. Thanks. Cousin. The atmosphere between them was thick with awkwardness. Here's the spare key. My room is across from yours. I'm heading back. Thanks for having me. Brother. As he left, Lin Yi thought, he seems chill. Not the nosy type. But Fang Yi glanced back with suspicion. Was it just me? Or did I feel a strange spiritual ripple when she sat down just now? A faint, flickering aura. Is she an awakener too? And what's this summer camp she's really talking about? Once alone, Lin Yi pulled out her phone and opened an encrypted chat. Cousin won't interfere. When do we move? A user named 81year. Old Beauty replied. Steady now. We need to stay low and act with extreme caution. The area is chaotic. Contaminated zones are appearing. And hunters are already fighting over the limited resources. Another user added, I heard a high-tier master cleared the underground river with a single solar slash. A solar slash. That's a top-tier Yang attribute. Are there really awakeners that high-ranked lurking around here? It's true. I heard the same. We have to be extremely careful this time. Lin Yi typed back quickly. Mana recovery hasn't peaked yet. Who knows how many monster-level hunters are hiding in this country? +1 from me. 𝐔𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐿. The chat flooded with agreements. Lin Yi waited silently for the final signal. She closed the chat. Better not practice my skills yet. If my cousin finds out, I'm totally toast. 3 days passed. Living with a cousin was proving to be a massive hurdle for Fang Yi's secret training. His breath control sessions were constantly interrupted. If she saw the glow of the golden sun breathing, he was finished. Was this skill always this flashy? But the real nightmare. Every day. Meal times were becoming strictly on schedule. Cousin. Dinner's ready. Beef stew and corn rib soup tonight. Wow. Thanks. I'll do the dishes later. Fang Yi sat down. Trapped by domesticity. It's fine. I'm staying here. So this is the least I can do. Her manners are flawless. Almost obsessive. Cleanliness is her religion. We sit, eating in a heavy, suffocating silence. I play the fool, letting her lower her guard to uncover her secrets. Then, her phone pierces the quiet. A friend, I ask smoothly. I'll head to my room. Take your time. Don't mind me. I vanish before she can react. Lin Yi stares at my retreating back. Her suspicion lingering in the air. Tomorrow at 3 p.m., the Great Awakening returns, she whispers into the phone. Her voice trembling with raw anticipation. They're meeting at Zhenyang Firetown, a famous spot. Just an hour's drive from this hidden hunter's lair. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifts. Ripples of mana surge, spiraling toward Lin Yi as she absorbs the raw, shimmering energy. I smirk. My little cousin isn't just a student, she's an awakened. A pioneer in this era of mana recovery. She's already a 2-star Ghost Realm hunter. To reach that rank while in high school, she's a hidden prodigy. Is this immense talent the reason for her icy, eccentric personality? Or is something else buried deep within? The summer camp was a lie. She's here for the system event, the coming world-shattering transformation of heaven and earth. Every great change brings new skills, new ways to evolve. For a regressor like me, it's a golden opportunity. What element will appear this time? Fire, shadow, whatever it is. I'll be the one to claim it. Lin Yi's glances toward the window, her eyes narrowing. Strange. I felt a presence. Was someone watching me? Zhenyang Firetown. A desolate place where ancient ruins meet modern tourist traps and overpriced tea. A real ripoff. So, your cousin. Her friend teases. Eyes burning with gossip. Is he a top-tier hottie or what? Lin Yi pauses. Picturing my face. She gives a brutally honest, cold assessment of my looks. He's average. Definitely not the idol type you're obsessed with. Her friend sighs. Her romantic fantasies instantly crushed. A tall, elegant woman scoffs. You always downplay everything. Lin Yi. Even your own god tier. Legendary beauty. A middle-aged man cuts through the chatter. Focus. Everyone's here. It's time to start the main mission. Where's the ghost member? Lin Yi asks. Still absent. He replies. She never shows up. Let's move. From the shadows. I watch. This guild isn't bad. They know how to move without drawing unwanted attention. I activate my detection skill. Their hidden stats and ranking tiers appear clearly before my eyes. The weakest is a stable 2-star. Their leader a 3-star Ghost Realm warrior. But something's lurking on the mountain. My gaze shifts toward the peak, sensing a massive distortion in the fabric of reality itself. Suddenly, a giant vine drops from the heavens. Like a divine beanstalk from an ancient, twisted fairy tale. This defies all known logic. It's an anomaly that bypasses every rule the hunters have ever learned. This isn't just a change, it's a total reconstruction of the world's surface by an unknown higher power. It appeared silently, drifting from the void. The 6 hunters stand frozen, paralyzed by sheer, primal terror. Is that it? One stammers, her face pale. Maybe we should turn back. This feels like certain death. Lin Yi stops. The sky-piercing vine radiates an aura of pure, unadulterated dread that chills the very bone. Have you seen the secret forums? She whispers. The rumors about this place. They're all true. High-ranking teams entered this zone last week. Elite hunters. Much stronger than us. They never came back. Visions of their brutal deaths flash through their minds. A graveyard for those who dared to climb. The atmosphere turns heavy. The weight of their impending mortality hangs over the group like a dark shroud. We'll be buried here. A girl cries. No name. No body. Just another casualty of the system. Silence falls. The reality of their situation sinks in, suffocating their courage and breaking their will. Being an awakened isn't a game. It's survival of the fittest. This is a high-level calamity. I'm out, she says, her voice breaking. I don't want to chasten my future in this void. The elegant woman remains silent. But Lin Yi nods. The instinct to survive is screaming in her ears. This wood attribute. It smells like ancient decay. Lin Yi observes. It feels like the flow of time itself. It's not giving life, it's devouring it. A parasitic entity from the void. Hungry for our very souls. Yet. She grips her weapon. This is our path. Behind them, I sense a dark, swirling energy rising. Of all the anomalies I've seen, this is the most twisted. A tree of life radiating death's stench. A symbol of vitality. Yet it feels utterly hollow. The real nightmare is only just beginning. A hollow husk devoid of spirit. Lin Yi glared. New time. Danger is here. Stay within sight, don't stray, the hunters nodded. Understood. Seeking safety. She meditated on an ancient tree. A shimmering mana barrier manifested, watching from above. Fang Yi smirked. Not bad at all. She's calculating stats. Maximizing gains like a top-tier student. No reckless moves. Suddenly, a mana storm erupted. Violent. Soaring pressure exploded. Piercing the sky. Fang Yi froze. A breakthrough. Already reaching 3-star rank. Her talent was monstrous. The guild members cheered. 3-star tier, you're amazing. Yi. Amidst the joy, the shadows stirred. The veteran turned. His face turning pale. Ambush. The vines are attacking. The sky turned green as the nightmare closed in. Like kraken tentacles. They lunged. In a heartbeat. 2 hunters were snatched away. Screams echoed. Run or die. The vines slammed the barrier, rattling their souls. Her evolution was too loud. Caught now. That desolation aura will dissolve us instantly. Bang, another strike. The shimmering defense began to spiderweb with fatal cracks. We can't abandon her. What do I do? One girl cried. Trembling. Risk our lives for her. She was careless. Why die for her hubris? The veteran snarled. Survival is the only law. Leave her. Or we all die. We're just strangers. Kid. Slap. The girl's hand struck with righteous fury. Go, then I won't betray my team. The group fractured. Fang Yi watched. Lin Yi was oblivious. A mere student against such a terrifying boss monster. Time's up. I promised to protect her. A real hunter never breaks his word. A warrior kicked a vine. But a dozen more surged forth. Binding her tightly, the barrier shattered. Death was seconds away when a molten fire blade sliced the air. Everyone froze. A blinding radiance erupted from the sword, drowning out the green nightmare. One strike. The vines fell like straw. Fang Yi landed atop his blade. Stunned silence. The monster retreated. One swing had turned the tide of battle. Shattered remains rained down. Suddenly, an extreme yang pulse exploded, incinerating everything. A pathfinder with extreme yang. Only a master could suppress desolation so easily. The veteran's pride was crushed. One blade had rendered his talent irrelevant. How? I'm a 3-star elite? Fastest in the country. It's impossible. Compared to that monster, I'm nothing but a common degenerate. Are we just fireflies meant to make his sun shine brighter? What is he? He crushed our pride, crushed all pathfinders. Fang Yi ignored the babbling man. System extreme wood attribute detected. Recording synchronization. Success. Trait infinite vitality. Instantly drains life force to regenerate all injuries. A perpetual machine. System extracting desolation attribute. Effect corrodes all organic matter. Fang Yi read the description. His eyes widening. His pupils glowed with green light. This terrain was a death trap for a reason. Elsewhere, this would drain cities. This desolation power is absolute a killer move. Thank you for saving us. The survivor approached, her voice trembling. How can we repay you? Fang Yi simply waved her off. Forget it. Later, he'd gained the most 2 god-tier attributes thanks to their reckless scouting. Their conflict was a warning. I must watch my cousin's back more closely. Crisis reveals true nature. A broken team is a death sentence. He vanished. He's gone. She whispered. The veteran asked. Regretting your choices now. The middle-aged man turned toward Lin Yi. The threat is neutralized. And you've reached Tier 3. Our best move is staying with this squad. Right then. Lin Yi's eyes snapped open. You're awake. If she's still rational, she won't let our alliance shatter over this. Forget that. Who was that mystery hunter? Looking at the absolute carnage around her. She gasped. What the hell happened here? Staring at the scorched earth. She shuddered. This yang energy is insane. Even from here. The heat is absolutely overwhelming. The man raised his hand. Let me fill you in. The 81-year-old beauty shot him a sharp, calculating look. Is that the truth? Heading home. Lin Yi couldn't stop shaking. Is it even possible for someone to be that powerful? He's a total monster. Those vines were indestructible to us. Yet he pushed them back with a single strike. See that? The vines retreated into the sky. Trembling in fear. They wouldn't dare come near us. That's the sheer pressure of his power. Even with him gone. Those vines are terrified. No more chaos. As Lin Yi walked in, Fang Yi looked up. Oh. You're back. You look pale. Lin Yi stammered. Just school stress. I'm wiped. Fang Yi nodded. Get some rest. I'll order takeout tonight. She slammed her door shut. Breaking through to a new tier drained her soul. Controlling mana at that level is pure exhaustion. Good thing I'm not a regular human anymore. I can survive days without sleep. But I'm pushing my absolute limit. This is my path as an awakened. The world is changing. And my cousin's ordinary life. That's just not an option for me. A notification popped up. Startling her. GLM. If there's any trace of that powerhouse, report to me immediately. GLM. The silent legend finally spoke. Another user chimed in. Could our savior be the legendary hunter from the Dark River incident? If it really is that top-tier master, why the hell would he bother saving us? Breaking news. A high-rank Yang master has resurfaced. His blade pierced the sky like a rainbow, swallowing the world in light. I saw it during the Dark River catastrophe. That blinding light and the explosive flames. It forced everyone out of the dungeon. No pathwalker in this country can stand against him. If you see him at a mutation zone, run. Don't look back. Night fell as Fang Yi pedaled through the streets. Good. Lin Yi's finally letting her guard down around me. Now she won't suspect I'm tracking her. Time to absorb the desolation attribute. It resonates best with plant life. But this attribute is sinister, pure corrosion. If I fuse it directly, the backlash could be devastating. Plus, it'll clash with my lightning attribute. I need a medium. Something like that demonic tree. Those vines descended because they sensed the mana resurgence. They evolved specifically to manifest that desolation power. Fang Yi's eyes sparked with realization. I know exactly where to go. He accelerated. Racing deep into the dark woods, he reached the city forest park and ditched his bike. With hands in his pockets, he strolled toward a hidden flower field. I need a plant that resonates perfectly with my mana. A vessel that feels compatible with my soul. Fang Yi began releasing his internal energy as he walked. Asterisk. Boom times. His mana surged outward like a tidal wave. Pure energy flowed from his body like a spring, drenching the forest. So this is how plants react to mana. Intense. Not enough. I need more power. As his mana intensified, the dormant forest suddenly flickered with vibrant, supernatural life. Suddenly, his eyes snapped open. There it was, a lone wildflower swaying in the energy storm. Is it you? He knelt down and extended a finger. The flower leaned in, hungrily drinking his mana. Once full, it shivered in ecstasy. You've got spirit. It was just a plant. But it acted like a greedy puppy, nuzzling his finger for more, as if sensing his thoughts. The blossom rubbed affectionately against his palm. Fang Yi smirked. Your resonance is the highest. You're the perfect vessel for the desolation attribute. Ready for this. A stream of emerald light surged from his hand, pouring into the flower's stem. The energy transfer was relentless. System imprint desolation attribute. Yes. Asterisk. Boom times. A shockwave of decaying green energy erupted from the flower's core. The once wilting flower had transformed. Now, it glowed with a haunting, otherworldly beauty. It was starving. Within seconds, every other plant nearby withered to dust as the flower drained their very life force. Fang Yi watched in awe. The desolation power. It's terrifying. like the touch of a demon, in just 3 seconds. It nearly consumed the entire park. The power was absolute. Slowly, the flower began to shrink. He plucked it. Any longer and the mana association will swarm this place. This much energy wouldn't go unnoticed. Since the mana resurgence, plants like this have become grade A threats. Security cameras were everywhere. And the park was a ghost town. Even without soil, the flower kept drinking in mana. Incredible. Still absorbing, even without roots, he poked the blossom. Its hunger had calmed into a gentle, rhythmic flow. Truly miraculous. Even after being uprooted from the earth, its spiritual essence didn't flicker for a second before I claimed it. This was just a common wildflower. Could assigning it a trait have triggered a forced evolution? It is as if a genetic seal has been shattered, suddenly. A distant alarm blares, catching my attention. System warning. Anomalous readings detected. This is bad. The monitoring system is live already. I need to move. Scene shift. The Spirit Recovery Research Division. The entire room is bathed in a blood-red light. Warning. Anomaly levels are exceeding safety thresholds and skyrocketing. What is happening, everyone? Get your bracelets on and lock down the park. No unauthorized entry allowed. Long after I vanished, that heavy aura refused to dissipate. Moments later, a team arrived. Their scanners hitting a bright red 30. This is insane. The North Gate was only a 10. And even the Dark River Dragon only clocked in at 25. A researcher knelt, jamming a probe into the soil. Anything over 10 is an immediate military takeover. This park did not even hit a 10 earlier today. This makes no sense at all. Look at this. Air, soil, temperature, everything is normal. Yet these trees were drained of life in seconds. What attribute caused this? We need to push deeper into the forest. The epicenter is just ahead of us. He stepped forward. But the elder barked a sharp command. Stop, do not go any further. It is the desolation attribute. The rookies just stared back, completely lost. The desolation attribute, seeing their blank stares. The elder spoke grimly. Ever heard of those demon vines that haunt the skies? Faces paled instantly. You mean those rank A monstrosities? The elder nodded. Their sheer lethality is why they are classified as top-tier threats. It all comes down to that one terrifying power, the desolation attribute. It is a force that devours the life of everything nearby to fuel itself. The researcher turned ghost white and froze. Master, if you had not stopped me, would I have just died the moment I stepped inside? Precisely. Plants with the desolation trait create a literal dead zone. Step inside, and your life is forfeit. I have only read of one other instance in our country, the ancient cursed tree located in Kang City. That rot-infested titan turned an entire forest into a forbidden zone. Nothing survives its reach under these changing heavens. Never underestimate plant evolution. Desolation is currently the most powerful attribute a plant can possibly awaken. First, the tree. Then, the vines. And now this. A hand suddenly gripped the elder's shoulder. I have been briefed. The elder spun around. Major Han, the major barked. Get your gear on. We are entering the contaminated zone now. Fully suited up, the team swept the area. But the source of the desolation was nowhere to be found. I thought only the demon vines could move. Is the aura of desolation dissipating already? It dropped to 25 in just 5 minutes. Han looked at Than Huyen. Let us scout ahead. She nodded. They knelt, hands to the earth, tracing the faint threads of spiritual energy back to the epicenter. They found the spot, and their expressions twisted. Wait. The source has been dug up and stolen, the elder gasped. Stolen? How is that even possible? Captain Han narrowed his eyes. Whoever can survive a desolation zone is a dangerous player. Tang Huyen cut in. Captain, I know what you're thinking. But there's no trace of a high-level master here. We ran a data sweep. One person's movements matched the exact locations of both recent anomalies perfectly. Han handed a folder to her. It was him, Fang Yi. His photo stared back from the top of the file. She whispered his name under her breath. Han pulled his cap low. I am handing his full file over to you. He is likely the one you met before. Your association can handle the rest. She stared at the profile, lost in thought. 2 hours later, in a high-rise apartment, Fang Yi set a pot on the sill. He teased the petals. Good little flower. My first time gardening, and I didn't even have a pot. This is your new home. So stop clinging to me with the desolation trait. This thing will keep growing. My very own secret weapon is finally in the making. This attribute is unique. It will be a game changer in a fight. Maybe even providing a few nasty surprises. Plus, It looks totally ordinary. Even Lin Yi wouldn't suspect a thing if she happened to see it. A plain look is the ultimate camouflage. Raw power is fine. But the one with more hidden trump cards wins. Then. My phone buzzed. A strange yet familiar name flashed on the screen. Old Wang. My childhood best friend, who vanished 3 years ago. Wang Liang. My neighbor and seatmate since grade school. We were practically brothers back then. We were supposed to stick together. But he just up and joined the army. Hey. Man, you're actually back. Old Wang's voice crackles over the line with a smirk. Meet me at the usual spot for a drink. Don't freak out when you hear my secret. The call ends. Wang sets his phone down. His expression shifting from friendly to cold professionalism. Commander. I've made contact as ordered. But if he's not the target, can we ensure his safety? The female commander taps her desk rhythmically. Just do your job. If he's a nobody, give him some advice and walk away. Scene shift. Fang Yi and Wang Liang clink glasses. Looking at Wang. The toll of military life is clear. That clumsy boy has hardened into a man. Wang sighs. 3 years in the service. It changes your perspective. How's college? Wang asks. Fang Yi shrugs. It's fine. Wang lets out a hollow, knowing laugh. Fang Yi watches him. Thinking, in my past life, we never met again. The apocalypse erased him completely. A nameless soldier lost in a forgotten war. This time, can I actually rewrite my old friend's fate? Wang leans in. Eyes searching. Notice anything weird lately, like monsters or zombies from the movies? Fang Yi narrows his eyes. He knows the mana resurgence is starting. But is his friend testing him, sensing a trap? Fang Yi plays dumb. Wang exhales. Leaning back. Good. Let's keep it that way. Listen. I'm not here to reminisce. I'm here to warn you. Everything is about to change. Soon, your degrees and bank accounts will be worthless scrap paper. The world is being reset to zero. Fang Yi remains calm. He knows this better than anyone. The great degeneration is already beginning. Normal soldiers are bound by gag orders regarding the awakening. Wang is breaking every protocol for him. The military has flagged Fang Yi as a suspect. His childhood friend was sent to hunt for the truth. Wang's face turns deadly, serious. Keep your mouth shut about this, and you'll stay off their radar. Despite the risk of court-martial, Wang chooses loyalty, warning his friend about the coming supernatural storm. Suddenly, an emergency alert blares. A cold female voice commands all units. Target location. 10 minutes. Wang's face pales. Sorry. Brother. Duty calls. Get home now before things get messy. Fang Yi stands his ground. Is this about the mana resurgence? Because I'm coming with you. Wang freezes as Fang Yi taps his shoulder. I know your superiors sent you. Just take me in. Don't worry. Fang Yi smiles. I know you'd never let them hurt me. Let's go. Fang Yi needs to see how the military handles these anomalies compared to the secret mana association. This is the perfect chance to scout the army's true strength before the world collapses into chaos. Restricted Zone 19. The air is thick, saturated with a terrifying amount of raw mana. This concentration is insane. It's even higher than the high-tier polluted zones from my previous life. Verification complete. Enter. The massive steel gates groan open, revealing a literal war zone inside. An explosion rocks the ground. A mutated hellhound is being suppressed by 50 soldiers with mana chains. The beast vomits a pillar of fire, incinerating everything. Fang Yi gasps. An attribute fusion. Commander Ji Lam watches the chaos. A dual-type fusion of darkness and flame. It's a purebred monster. Soldiers are falling. Ji Lam, a 3-star rank officer, draws her weapon with a murderous glint. Wang, why did you bring a civilian? She snaps. Forget it. Join the battle formation. Now. She glances at Fang Yi, her mind racing. Is this the guy the higher-ups are worried about? He looks average. His mana flow is barely flickering. Maybe he's not the one after all. Listen. Kid? She warns. In this zone, your life is your own responsibility. Keep your mouth shut. Now strike on her command. The elite squad detonates their mana in a coordinated assault. An artillery blast rips through the air, tearing a bloody gash across the hellhound's flank. The beast screams, its claws glowing with dark energy as it lunges at the nearest soldier. A mana spike pierces its eye just in time, allowing the soldier to narrowly escape a lethal blow. Don't let up, Ji Lam screams. Kill it before it completes its final skill evolution. Fang Yi watches, impressed by their synergy. They fight as one. A well-oiled machine of destruction. But then, the air turns ice-cold. Fang Yi's instincts scream. Run, you aren't its match. Too late. A massive wave of dark fog erupts from the hound, swallowing the entire squad. Commander Chulan's expression shifted instantly. Maximum alert, lockdown zone 019. No one retreats. The hellhound was once a common stray. Now, fueled by the erupting dark mist, it mutated into a monstrous beast of shadow. Wang Liang stared down the beast with grim resolve. Chulan gasped as Fang Yi's eyes ignited with lethal lightning. The hound lunged, claws tearing toward Wang Liang. Engage now, Chulan screamed. Attention zone 019. The C-rank hellhound has fully evolved. Target reclassified as B rank. Update battle protocols immediately. Wang Liang was blown back, coughing up blood. Fang Yi caught him instantly. You still with me? Wang Liang forced a smirk. I'm fine. Just a bit of backlash from the spirit chain snapping. Don't worry about us soldiers. Fang Yi narrowed his eyes as a heavy cannon impact shook the earth. Listen up, no matter the cost, even our lives, that B-rank disaster does not leave this zone. A gale sliced past Chulan. Lightning erupted as a dark silhouette vaulted the front lines, coat fluttering like a war flag. Too arrogant, let the god of thunder forge you into dust. Fang Yi's palm slammed the hound's skull. Blinding bolts tore through the darkness as a thunderous roar shattered the mist. No way. Am I seeing this A-B rank threat that even the commander couldn't handle? Chulan stood frozen, her eyes reflecting Fang Yi's silhouette. He's not just a hunter. He's a tyrant. Fang Yi glanced back. It's still breathing. Commander. Old Wang, get back. I'll finish this. Chulan felt a crushing pressure from his gaze. We needed a whole squad to die. Yet he's doing this alone. What kind of monstrous power is this? This is the ultimate lightning attribute. Even in the capital. This is peak tier talent. If he evolves further, he'll be unstoppable. Dark clouds swirled into a violent vortex. The heavens split open as jagged lightning descended from the sky. Fang Yi pointed his finger. Boom. A divine pillar of electricity vaporized the hellhound in a blinding flash of destruction. A true tyrant. Fang Yi walked away through the smoke, leaving the trembling soldiers in his wake. Damn. My heart is racing. That lightning is 10 times scarier than the monster. Wang Liang limped over, giving a thumbs up. You crazy kid. You nearly gave me a heart attack. He playfully shoved Fang Yi. Who knew my best friend was a god? Ha ha ha, hey. I killed the dog, and you hit me. Wang Liang scratched his head. My bad. I knew you were an awakened, but I shouldn't have dragged you into this. Fang Yi punched his shoulder. 3 years and you're acting like a stranger. Give me a break. Chulan approached, eyes wide. She offered her hand. Fang Yi. Thank you. You saved us. He remained calm. I just saved my friend. I'm Chulan, Warden of Zone 019. You've done a great service. I need your contact info for the official report. Wang Liang watched in awe as his strict commander saluted his childhood friend. Talk about a glow-up. Fang Yi. Your power exceeds even the elite hunters recruited by the military. I'd love to invite you to the National Guard. But as a simple warden, I'm not even qualified to ask. She realized his aura was only 3-star ghost realm. Yet his output surpassed a spirit sovereign. Impossible. Fang Yi smirked. Commander. Are you saying I'm too big for your league? Exactly. No shame in admitting it. The High Command will likely come to find you personally. Fang Yi laughed. Don't be like that. I have massive respect for you guys, sacrificing your lives to protect others. Seeing you guys fight today actually moved me. Chulan bowed her head in gratitude after hearing his words. Fang Yi placed a hand on his chest. If things get hairy, call me. I'll help. Just like you do. But there's one catch. No one touches my cultivation. And no one restricts my freedom. Chulan watched him. It's late. I'll take my leave now. Fang Yi said, waving as he walked off. Understood. We'll secure the carcass. Fang Yi pondered the military's role as he walked away, using high mana zones to train soldiers while prioritizing combat readiness. It's a smart strategy. They are the thin line between civilization and the chaos of the awakened world. Chulan sighed, watching his disappearing back. Wang Liang. Your friend is more than just extraordinary. What we saw today was just a glimpse. He's an awakened that none of us will ever catch up to. He possesses god-tier perception. luck, courage, and raw talent. He's the ultimate triple threat. Wang Liang grins, pointing at himself. Chief, given my value, can't we boost my pay? If you can't recruit him, let his childhood bro handle it. Chu Lam shuts him down instantly. Enough talk. Kid, help me clean the scene. Midnight. At home. Fang Yi enters deep meditation. A golden hour flickers. I've hidden my true identity, revealing only my rare lightning attribute. Judging by their reaction, this might actually play out in my favor. Lightning is a top-tier rarity, the ultimate counter to darkness. The military is desperate for it. They won't suppress me. Instead, they'll offer resources and elite intel just to win me over. I finally see the rift between the military and the Spirit Association. Fang Yi exhales sharply. The army are the Night Watchers, the nation's hidden sword, and its most unbreakable shield. The government uses forbidden zones to buy time for civilians before the Great Awakening hits. They're preventing total chaos. Suddenly, spiritual energy surges violently into Fang Yi's body. This forbidden zone is a gold mine. Capturing that primal power has me nearing a breakthrough. My internal mana is overflowing. I can feel it. The moment to shatter my limits is here. Lin Yi walks home with groceries. I wonder if my cousin made it back yet. Maybe he can test my cooking. Suddenly, a massive pressure erupts from a nearby skyscraper. She looks up in shock. A divine mansion projection. Is someone ascending to a new realm? The pressure hits like a hurricane. Wait. Is someone actually reaching the spirit creation realm? Boom, the phantom strikes, tearing the night sky apart with overwhelming divine authority. It moved. This isn't just a rank up. A legendary spirit creator is right next door. The breakthrough aura burns like a midday sun, scorching every living thing in its path. Lin Yi is paralyzed with awe. Meanwhile, at HQ, red alerts scream. Total chaos erupts. Alert abnormality index has hit 99. I repeat. Abnormality index is at 99. Source detected 5 clicks southeast. Major hand bellows. All units, move to the target zone. Chu Huin is rattled. How did a city killer threat go undetected until now? High command scrambles. Is this a new spirit creation powerhouse, or a disaster? Or worse, is it both? Either way, a catastrophic storm is about to level the city. Requesting immediate reinforcements, bring out the heavy gear and experimental tech. Now, a soldier bursts in. Sir. The alarm is cleared. It was just an Awaken's breakthrough. Fang Yi exhales. Spirit creation realm. 1 star? That was surprisingly easy. His body feels weightless. Ping. A message from Wang Liang, a photo of a massive fire. Huge blaze at the university. Internal intel confirms it's a grade A abnormality. Fang Yi replies. The heat wave from the north gate again. Now the campus is burning. Exactly. A hunter supposedly cleared it. But the corruption is resurfacing again. Keep this between us. Our man. Don't tell anyone. I'm the one who told you. Fang Yi nods to himself. Understood. I'll be meeting your boss soon anyway. Bro. Your power is off the charts. Even my superiors are worried. Watch your back. Fang Yi goes quiet. He's right. That's why I'm always wary of the military. Standing out is dangerous. That's why I keep my solar flame and red fire sword hidden. Don't worry. I have an ace left. Lin Yi walks in. Cousin. I'm home. Did you eat? I brought food? Yeah. Just leave it there. I'll eat later. Fang Yi is just gaming. Lin Yi sighs. He's a good guy, but so incredibly lazy. No college. Just his phone. I guess grades don't matter in this dying world anymore. While we hunters risk everything for destiny, he's just living a carefree, simple life. He's so oblivious. If only he knew the nightmare lurking in the shadows. Lam Yi sighed in envy. A spirit creation powerhouse had emerged in this very sector. This awakening will go viral soon. I will protect my cousin to settle our debt. Fang Yi checked the news. First heat. Now fire. Is this a Yang attribute anomaly? The gym was scorched to ash. The entire area is now under military lockdown. Insane. Did someone's hot pot fry the grid? Even special forces are on the scene. This is terrifying. Why are elite hunters handling a campus fire? This is abnormal. The footage cuts out abruptly. This looks deadlier than the Northgate incident. I need to investigate this Yang attribute site. Time to contact her for access. Is it true? Any casualties? Why is there a total media blackout on this? Student safety is at risk. Guards immediately saluted as Fang Yi and Su Lam entered. The crowd whispered. Who are those two? They have the aura of high-ranking hunters. They reached the smoldering ruins. Is this heavenly fire? Fang Yi asked. feeling the heat. Yet, it is an unquenchable flame that consumes everything in its path without warning. I am seeing the principle. You coming? No. I will stay and scan for mana. He scanned the blackened earth. Cold. Not a single drop of heavenly fire energy left. I cannot collect anything. I completely underestimated how fast this divine flame dissipates. A girl's voice broke his concentration. Fang Yi turned to see a familiar stranger. So Thanh Ly, you are here, her friend sneered. Is this that low-tier college ex-boyfriend? Thanh Ly nodded. The friend laughed. Look. Buddy. You two are in different leagues now. Lingering feelings. For her, Fang Yi looked completely unfazed by their presence. The crowd gathered. Is that the campus goddess? Who is the guy hitting on her? Some desperate loser. Probably. Why is security letting random outsiders into a restricted zone? Typical clout chaser. He is probably just here to boost his standing during a crisis. The friend poked his chest. Thanh Ly is our school's star. Think before you speak. Kid. Elite pursuers are lined up for her. You do not have a chance. Go home. This campus is on lockdown. How did you get in? I am calling the police. Thanh Ly blushed and looked away. He said he would never regret leaving. Why show up? Su Lam walked up. A friend, just an old classmate. Fang Yi replied coldly. Just a classmate. Then? Su Lam's piercing gaze made the girls flinch in terror. Their hearts raced. This woman's aura is overwhelming. How does Fang Yi know her? I spoke with the principal. This heavenly fire situation is worse than we thought. He is leading us to the source. You are our military consultant. So, let us move. The crowd parted as a dominant figure emerged. Clear the area, no one enters. It was the principal. A man so busy, even his top staff cannot find him. Rumor says he has never smiled. Is he really here for Fang Yi? The friend smirked. The principal is here. Finally. These two intruders will pay. Silence fell. The principal stopped directly in front of Fang Yi and bowed. Consultant Fang. Commander G mentioned you would arrive. Thank you for coming. These anomalies have me terrified. We desperately need your specialized skills. The gym is in your hands. Thanh Ly stared. Her mind reeling from the shock. Non-essential personnel. Move back. Clear the perimeter immediately. This is a military operation. Did he just bow? That kid must have a legendary rank or elite status. Look at his composure. And we thought he was just some pathetic ex-boyfriend. He did not even glance at the campus goddess. He is on another level. Thanh Ly watched them leave. A crushing sense of defeat washing over her soul. As the golden radiance at the North Academy gate flickered out. I truly believed the nightmare had finally concluded. Then, a stadium spontaneously ignited. Even elite fire crews couldn't quench the blaze. Luckily, we cordoned off the empty ruins, but when the second and third stadiums erupted in hellfire, simple logic and rational explanations completely failed us. I witnessed anomalies, crimson fire raining from the heavens. Hovering mid-air without cause. Most were doused. Except for this one. We stopped before the contaminated zone. Fang Yi inhaled the thick, acrid stench. Ahead. A basketball hoop was being incinerated. Was this hoop the ground zero? Exactly. This is the only source where the celestial flames refuse to die. Chu Lan activated her detection bracelet. It flashed the number 11. Fang Yi frowned. What does that value represent? She explained it as a basic spiritual energy sensor. Anything over 10 is a disaster zone. Strictly forbidden for civilians. Normal lives are fragile. To them, an anomaly is an inescapable catastrophe. Suddenly, the reading spiked to 60. Chu Lan gasped. That is insane. The threshold is peaking. If left unchecked, this could incinerate the academy and the entire city beyond. We need 3 3-star and 7 2-star ghost guardians to form a suppression array. Only the purest spiritual energy will suffice. Without warning, Fang Yi vaulted over the security fence, diving straight into the heart of the swirling celestial inferno. Consultant Fang, her warning was drowned out as the flames exploded. The detector surged from 60 to a staggering 110. Chu Lan trembled. 110, that is an S-rank anomaly. He is inside now. What could he possibly be doing? It made no sense. Why would he risk a solo infiltration? Not even the strongest hunters from the Forbidden Zones would dare. Inside the heat wave? Fang Yi felt the searing pressure against his eyelids. Last time, my Yang attribute countered the lightning. These celestial flames should be no different. I just need to reach the core of the original flame first. I cannot trigger my skill while my protective aura is active. A massive fire dragon manifested. Roaring as it lunged forward, Fang Yi smirked. Dropping his golden Yang shield, the fire dragon instantly closed the gap. Its maw wide and hungry, it tried to devour him whole. but upon contact, the yang attribute suppressed the fire, decomposing the dragon into raw energy. Ding, the system window appeared. Intense celestial fire fluctuations detected. Fang Yi grinned. This power is even wilder than death energy. System beginning ultimate calculation sequence. Compilation successful. New skill acquired, 9 Dragon Celestial Fire Sealing Art. Use this to purge all evil and seal demonic entities. Skill unlocked. Bypassing learning phase. Extracting fire attributes now. Celestial Fire Essence has been successfully integrated into your stats. Fang Yi's eyes snapped shut as flaming sigils spread across his skin. Then, his eyes flew open. Hands snapping into a seal. 9 Dragon Celestial Fire Sealing Art. 9 blazing chains erupted from his back, ensnaring the 9 fire dragons in an instant. That sealing aura. I have only seen high-level awakened from the military use such advanced suppression techniques in forbidden zones. His method is unique. But the power is identical. With a sharp command, Fang Yi retracted the chains, crushing the dragons together. Sealing complete. The rampant hellfire was compressed into a singular, dense sphere of contained energy. With a flick of his wrist, the sealed celestial fire hovered harmlessly above the charred basketball hoop. Fang Yi told the principal to keep the area sealed and unrepaired. No one approaches. That keeps the fire from spreading further. The principal nodded fervently. The stadium stays closed. We have plenty of others. So this area is strictly off-limits now. Chu Lan looked at him with a complex expression. This consultant is a mystery. If you ever need anything else, principal. I need a private word with Consultant Fang. The principal bowed out quickly, leaving them alone in the ruins. What is it? Fang Yi asked. Hands in his pockets. Chu Lan stepped closer. You have been hiding your true strength. Fang Yi, stop playing dumb. I am talking about your hidden talent and your true ranking. You are far above what you show. Every awakened has secrets. Especially monsters like you. I cannot force you. But please, listen to what I have to say. During this era of great change, our nation desperately needs top-tier talents like yourself to survive the coming storms. Once mana fully awakens, you will be the equivalent of a human nuclear deterrent. Every guild and military faction will hunt you. Even foreign superpowers might try to poach you with astronomical offers. You are a prize they all want to claim. If you join the military, our Forbidden Zone units gain a powerful ally. It is a path to becoming a legend. Start considering your future now. Don't wait until the world forces your hand. Fang Yi paused, deep in thought. I'm curious. Why haven't you or Wang Liang tried to recruit me personally? Do you feel your units aren't worthy? Exactly. The legendary Forbidden Military District is where the true freaks are. You belong with those monsters. Not us. Top tier. Huh. Fang Yi's interest was finally piqued. Chu Lan said. Definitely. Though even I rarely see them in action. Word is they're slammed. The Xia Empire's elite forces are so swamped that even regional officers are whispering. Enough talk. Let's move. The principal is treating us to lunch at the Qingchang University cafeteria. Fang Yi smirked. Sensing they were facing some serious heat, it was clear terrifying anomalies had surfaced. Their power far exceeding the capabilities of any current awakened. Judging by Chu Lam's tone, these hunters were likely at the spirit creation stage. Or perhaps even higher than myself. Fang Yi's expression darkened. The great mana awakening was looming, and his preparations felt thin. He needed to master that heavenly fire from the stadium. Heavenly fire was pure chaos, an untamed, eternal blaze that reduced everything in its path to nothing but ash, perfect for clearing out infinite swarms. An idea struck. Fang Yi drew his blade, ready to begin spirit creation. It was a flawless, 100% match for his red fire blade technique. Imbuing this attribute was like adding wings to a tiger, deep in the mountain forest. Fang Yi hiked alone with his blade until a blockade sign stopped him dead in his tracks. Danger, do not enter. He frowned. No anomalies here. Yet it was sealed. The military wouldn't have moved this fast. Only the Mana Association knew his training habits and that he'd be testing his skills right here. He rubbed his chin. A figure coming to mind. A gift for my training, don't mind if I do. Suddenly, Fang Yi's eyes narrowed. He sensed a foul presence. Wait. Did one of those mongrels sneak in here? It was the same stench from the factory, though fainter. A shadow blurred a red-eyed baboon monster. Lurking in the canopy, Fang Yi's lips curled. It was intelligent. Sizing him up. Calculating the risk before making its move. System window heavenly fire detected. Attribute Supreme Flame. Purges all evil. Imbue into weapon. Yes. Fang Yi swiped his fingers along the steel. Flame erupted. The air cracking with the roar of an eternal, unquenchable fire. Eternal heavenly fire, combined with my red fire blade technique. Let's see the true scale of this power. He glanced back. And the monster froze. You'll be my test subject. He swung. 2 fire dragons roared forth, radiating catastrophic heat, terrified. The baboon leaped aside, staring at the inferno. Fang Yi analyzed the output. Incredible. The energy density was double his original technique. Yet there was 0 recoil on his body. He touched the blade. It felt ice cold to the touch. Time to hunt that mongrel down. Elsewhere in the woods, a girl pleaded with her camera. Guys, I'm serious. I've always been super lucky. Okay. It was Zhang, a rookie streamer, broadcasting live from the heart of the forest. It's my first day. But content just finds me. The chat was ruthless, fishing for clout. Urban legends are fake. Sizz. Go to Qingchang University's North Gate if you're brave. I'll drop a rocket if you survive the heat. Are you on 2G? The stadium fire is the top trending topic. The videos are getting nuked by the feds. It looked insane. If she films heavenly fire, I'll do a handstand and eat dirt. Suddenly, a rustle caught Zhang Ya's attention. A second later, the baboon monster lunged. She froze in pure, unadulterated terror. Her phone hit the dirt. Screen cracking. The live feed showed the monster pinning her down. The chat went wild. Is she dead? Terrible acting. One viewer joked. But Zhang Ya's eyes were filled with true despair. No. Please. Just then, 2 fire dragons tore through the trees, incinerating everything. The monster fled in panic. What the hell is that? Movie-level effects. The stream's viewership skyrocketed as a silhouette flickered through the smoke behind her. Zhang Ya grabbed her phone, capturing the forest engulfed in a sea of brilliant, soaring flames. The heat distorted the very air. I got it. Look, someone is standing right in the middle of the fire. Through the haze, a figure stood tall. It's an immortal. An immortal just saved her. The clip sent shockwaves through the city. A blade of light, a king of flames, an immortal, had descended to save the world. The Mystery Fire King. The video hit 13 million views instantly, claiming the #1 spot on the global rankings. Qingli. Look, a real hunter saved someone. The flames are real. Qingli scoffed. Don't be naive. It's just CGI and filters. But as she glanced at the screen, her heart skipped a beat. That silhouette. It looked far too familiar. Wait. No way. Qingli whispered, her confidence crumbling in an instant. It has to be fake. If it's really him, would he come for revenge? No. I won't bow down to a degenerate like him. Elsewhere, a group of female hunters pointed at the screen. Hey. Doesn't he look familiar? He looks exactly like the expert who saved us from those vines. One replied. Her eyes filled with awe. And I heard a top-tier hunter just moved into my neighborhood. Could they actually be the same person? Old Li. Look at him. Is that really Fang? His power level has skyrocketed. That blade stance is identical. We seriously hit the jackpot by following him. Meanwhile, at the Cultivation Association, a citywide crisis is looming. Our current hunters just aren't strong enough to stop what's coming. Inside the high-level briefing, an elder's face darkens with concern. I hear the military has already established deep contact with Fang Yi. Xiao Su Huan stands at attention. I believe he'll help us to reach the spirit realm so quickly. What kind of monster is he? Even high-rank anomalies tremble in his presence. Just how many S-tier hidden attributes and traits is this guy hiding? 3 or more. With that kind of legendary potential, we look like total clowns. Recruiting him is our only hope for survival. The higher-ups have made their choice. Yet those at the top are still too proud to lower their status and approach him. Since our top hunters were all military-born, we need to find out exactly what Fang Yi is missing. Offer him the newest prototype weapons and exclusive cultivation zones. Also, wipe those leaked livestream videos from the internet immediately. The entire awakening community in the country is watching him now. This kid is making everyone's expectations hit the roof. Scene shift to the hospital. A heart monitor beeps steadily. Master. There's finally a new ray of hope for our country. With a powerhouse like him appearing, your chance of waking up has finally increased. 1 day later, back at Fang Yi's house, the rumors were wild yesterday. Some degenerates actually snuck into the mountains to livestream. They'd risk anything for a little fame. But now, those videos have vanished. The channels are locked. Looks like the military or the association cleaned house. Fang Yi suddenly realizes something and glances at Lin Yi's room. She's been gone all night without a single text. Even for a mission. This is strange. His instincts scream danger as he dials her number. Something feels wrong. She isn't the type to be this unreliable. The subscriber you have called is out of coverage. Fang Yi's face pales. Did something happen? I have to find her now. Deep in the dark zone. A freezing evil aura chokes the air. Lin Yi shivers uncontrollably. 81. How long have we been trapped? Can you calculate it? Both their faces are deathly pale as they scan the void. Maybe 10 hours. I've lost track of time. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. The wounded beauty. 81. Trembles as blood soaks through her side. Stop apologizing. It happened because I wasn't strong enough. Stay sharp and conserve every drop of your spirit energy. Lin Yi prays for a miracle. Imagining a legendary master. Suddenly, a massive, rotting hand lunges from the shadows behind them. Watch out, Lin Yi barks. Spinning around to fire a burst of spirit energy that pierces right through the undead flesh, the bloody corpse collapses. But their dread only grows. These are the poor souls who died here before us. They've turned into anomalies. The boss is playing with us, waiting to assimilate our souls into the darkness. Our skills are useless against this black fog. And our mana is draining too fast. We can't even find where the anomaly is hiding. It's treating us like cornered prey, waiting for us to hit zero. In this domain, the monster is practically invincible. The air turns ice cold as ripples distort the darkness. 81 narrows her eyes into the abyss, her pupils suddenly shrinking in terror. Ah, Yi, a sickening, blood-red eye manifests in the mist. It mocks them from the shadows with a twisted, human-like smirk. 81 slashes out in a frenzy. Get back. You freak, Lin Yi yells. It's losing patience. Don't let your guard down. Chills run down Lin Yi's spine as she feels a gaze. That disgusting, bloody eye is now glued directly onto her back. Countless pupils bloom within the blood. Is this the end? I can't even hear 81's voice anymore. We're being swallowed. I'm sorry. I was too arrogant. Thinking the two of us could clear this high-ranking mission alone. The hunter's path is paved with death. I knew I'd vanish in some forgotten corner one day. But what will happen to the world? The magnificent era of spirit awakening. I guess I'll never see how this legendary story ends. Total despair takes hold. With a sharp crack, her spirit barrier shatters into a million pieces. Suddenly, the fog vanishes. A figure appears in her vision with a helpless look. Whew. I almost didn't make it in time. Lightning erupts. Shredding the dark domain, Lin Yi gasps in joy. It's my cousin, he saved me. He's actually an awakened, her eyes widen in warning. Careful, the main body is behind you to the right. Fang Yi calmly draws his tang sword. The blade sings as it leaves the sheath. Perfect. Let's see how Heaven Fire handles this dark attribute trash. Fang Yi swings with a violent roar, triggering his Crimson Fire style. A massive flaming dragon erupts from the blade. The dragon smashes through the mist like divine judgment, incinerating everything. The sky clears instantly. Lin Yi is absolutely speechless. Are we in hell? 81 screams in shock. What's with the sea of fire? Did we die along with the monster? Fang Yi just smiles and walks over. Relax. It's over. I've handled the boss monster. I haven't even had breakfast yet. 81's jaw drops as she stares at him. Was that really you? Back in Yonghua Town. That vine monster. Was it you who saved us? Fang Yi smirked. Was it really that obvious? Lin Yi stood frozen in shock. Wait. She stammered. The fire-type elite who saved us? Is your cousin, my god. A hidden legend is actually your brother. Didn't you say he was just average? Fang Yi laughed awkwardly. Beside him, the girl gazed at her savior, the man whose single slash decimated the wasteland. A strike so devastating it shattered the triple-star Ghost Axe's will to fight. Even Sister Jia Lam noticed. Lin Yi was dazed. Her cousin was that high-level fire user, but he just used pure lightning to obliterate those bone monsters. A dual-element genius. Lightning and fire attributes that dwarf my own power. Wait, could the legend who reached the spirit creation realm in our district actually be him? Fang Yi cut them off. All right. It's me. But I have questions. You know these dark-type anomalies aren't like the usual trash. Right. Why are you two alone? Where's your squad? Well, Wu Mao is seriously ill. He hid his missions from his family and got grounded. The old man is on a high-difficulty solo run. As for the others, we don't always stick together. I got cocky. Lin Yi admitted. I thought reaching triple-star Ghost Axe rank meant I was invincible. I was wrong. Fang Yi hid. This team was falling apart. Everyone had their own secrets. Their bond was paper-thin. Fine. Then get lost. I'm not abandoning member 81. Despite her doubts, she stood her ground for her teammates. She had heart. Fang Yi knew his cousin was sharp. She'd likely already sensed the truth. He raised a hand. Look. Since you both know, and since I trust you, how about we form an official party? But listen, this stays between us. No leaking my identity. Lin Yi stared blankly. But her friend cheered. Are you serious? Boss. This is incredible. My lips are sealed. I'm finally riding the coattails of a god. Warmth flooded Lin Yi's chest. Her cousin, a powerhouse, had been guarding her. On this lonely path of cultivation. Having family who has your back. It was pure bliss. A sense of security washed over her. Deal. Thanks. Cousin. I'll fry you 2 extra eggs tonight. Suddenly, her phone buzzed. Sister 𝐔𝐸𝐿AM just posted a new quest. Destination. The Polar Yin Lands. Objective Dark System Artifacts. Warning, high lethality. Think twice before signing up. Fang Yi rubbed his chin. The Dark System. Huh. You know this place, Lin Yi nodded. The Polar Yin Lands. A forbidden zone on the dark border. Strictly off-limits by the state. The dark energy there is suffocating. Most awakened take the long way around just to avoid it. Most urban anomalies leak from there. The government hasn't dared to explore the depths. Legends speak of catastrophic accidents. Is that so? Then we're going. Ask for specifics. Will she answer? Her friend shook her head. No way. 𝐔𝐸𝐿AM is a ghost. She never says more than a few words. Fang Yi pondered. A restricted forbidden zone with high casualties. Yet she's handing out quests there. This wasn't some reckless rogue acting out. Her authority was different. She's either high-ranking military or council. I bet on the latter. He typed back, Sister 𝐔𝐸𝐿AM. I'm in. What's the objective? To their shock. She replied. Mission retrieve the 7-rot flower. Note, rewards are massive. But every threat in the Polar Yin Lands is dark attuned. The danger levels far exceed anything you've faced. Form a party before applying. Wait. What? Since when does she give details? They stared at the screen. Warning. Potential S-rank anomalies. Death rate is extreme. Tread carefully. Only register if you have a powerful, trustworthy teammate. Meanwhile, 𝐔𝐸𝐿AM walked down a hallway. Flanked by soldiers. Let's see if he bites. Fang Yi's eye twitched. Wait. A powerful and trustworthy teammate. She's being way too direct. She might as well say, I know who you are. Show up. Fang Yi grinned. She's baiting me. Cousin. Interesting. The Polar Yin Lands. I think I'll pay a visit. Lin Yi messaged back, Sister 𝐔𝐸𝐿AM. Our team of 3 is ready. An aide turned to her. Ma'am. Their squad. Are they okay? If he's the hero this country needs, he'll come. If not, then this generation is lost. 𝐔𝐸𝐿AM said. If he refuses, it wasn't meant to be. But ma'am, isn't the 7-rot quest basically a suicide mission for even the strongest? The mission is life or death. Yes. But the true goal? It's the exact opposite of how it looks. This is the only way to build our nation's strength. Only these flowers can save our fallen elites. Whether they are our future stars or veteran commanders. They are falling one by one. We need those flowers at any cost. Our mentor. The only one to reach the Vajra realm. He needs them to wake up. A Vajra-level powerhouse in this era of mana awakening. His value is greater than a nuclear arsenal. He is our ultimate trump card for the global negotiations ahead. He is our survival. Losing elite squads or even more awakeners is a price we must pay for the mission. The secretary sighs. The quest is vital. But your health is failing. Commander. 𝐔𝐸𝐿AM bites her lip. Her eyes flashing with cold resolve. My health. My life was bought with the blood of my fallen comrades. She pauses. Realizing her mana had flared in an emotional outburst. Forgive me. I shouldn't have vented my frustrations on you all. Commander. Is your trauma acting up again? It's fine. I don't need the meds yet. The past is just a shadow that won't leave. Fragments of a nightmare resurface. Sword-bearer squad. Abort immediately. The abyssal zone is far more dangerous than the system predicted. Little lamb. The 7-cent flower quest. We're counting on you. For the master. For the nation. No, I won't leave you behind. Take our remaining spiritual power. You have to survive. 𝐑𝐿AM looks down at her hands. Still feeling the weight of their sacrifice, they transferred their life force. Never knowing that if the flower is tainted by blood, the scale evolution becomes impossible. 1 hour and 45 minutes later. Fang Di's party approaches the rendezvous point. Hey. Big boss. You're so OP. Can't we just fly there? Lin Yi shakes her head. Current mana levels are too low for sustained flight. Even for high-tier hunters. As they continue forward, suddenly, Fang Di stops dead in his tracks. His eyes narrow. Sensing a disturbance in the mana flow up ahead, a makeshift military base looms. Beyond it lies the abyssal zone. Its dark attribute, thick and repulsive. A stench of pure degeneration. His companion grimaces, covering her nose. This foul odor is 1,000 times more sickening than the boss monsters we fought last night. Yi speaks calmly. We've arrived. And it looks like plenty of other elite hunters have accepted this high-ranking quest as well. The rewards are massive. But dark attribute anomalies are lethal. They are bloodthirsty, cunning, and view all humans as prey. Recently, these dark breaches have been occurring within the city limits. Fang Di nods. His expression growing grim. He recalls his encounters with 2 dark degenerates. One was a mutant rodent, far more savage and powerful than any normal beast. Then there was the giant serpent lurking in the factory. These monsters possessed a terrifying level of strategic intelligence. They set traps, nearly wiping out the association's elite units. As Yi said, these anomalies are xiaogui. Incredibly cunning. It's as if they are purposely maneuvering to avoid the military's heavy border defenses and sensory arrays. The frequency of these incursions is skyrocketing. It's becoming impossible to contain them. We have to enter the zone. At the gateway, groups of hunters are whispering. Suddenly, Su Qinghuin's eyes widen as she spots Fang Di's party approaching. What the? He's here too. And he brought 2 girls. Her teammate looks confused. Boss, what's with that shocked face? Su instantly covers her mouth and turns away. Great Buddha. Don't let him see me. Please don't see me. Hey. Isn't that Captain Su? She turns back, laughing awkwardly while scratching her head. Oh. Hey, you're heading into the abyssal zone too. That's great news. The military had already synced Fang Di's hidden stats. The beautiful girl asks. Who's she? Is she Yi's sister-in-law or something? Su waves her hands in a panic. No, total misunderstanding. Fang Di just smirks. Of course she isn't. She's just an errand runner I know from the association. Right. Captain Su groans. Somehow, that sounds even more insulting. A heavy footstep cuts through the chatter. Humph. A bunch of brats talking big. These new gen awakeners have zero respect for their elders, ignoring your seniors and making a scene. I hope your teamwork holds up when the abyssal monsters start tearing you apart. The companion's temper flares. Hey. Watch your mouth. Old man, do you even know who you're talking to? Fang Di watches silently. She points a finger directly at him. Worry about your own old bones. Gramps. Let's see who's crying for help once the gate opens. A low rumble echoes as transport vehicles arrive. The old man smirks. The ride is here. Let's see what you're made of. The doors hiss open. And 𝐑𝐿AM steps out. Her presence is cold and commanding, radiating the aura of a top-tier hunter. She leads a squad of soldiers toward the portal. Incredible. Is she the one who's going to open the dungeon for us? As she passes, 𝐑𝐿AM stops and casts a lingering look at Fang Di. She then steps toward the glowing blue barrier. She raises an ancient rune stone. The barrier shatters, and a wave of pure darkness erupts from the gateway. The path is open. She turns to the crowd, her voice booming. The 7-cent flowers must be retrieved whole. If they're tainted by blood, the reward is void. The hunters begin to file in, grumbling as they face the oppressive atmosphere of the abyssal zone. Damn it. They stay safe while we risk our necks. And, if we die, they won't even give us a proper burial. Shut it. Old dang. If the government paid out for every missing hunter, people would realize this is a suicide mission. Su Qinghuin whispers to Fang Di. That old man. He's likely at the 1-star spirit manifestation tier. Just like you. And those quiet ones, they're suppressing their mana signatures. I bet they have some legendary hidden stats. The rest are solid 2 or 3-star Ghost Rune tier hunters. Every team here is elite. Fang Yi nods slowly. This quest is set to hell mode. They've gathered the best of the best. He eyes the old man. Spirit manifestation rank. Huh. His spiritual energy doesn't seem that impressive. Does it? The secretary reported. Lady Lamb. The hunter roster is finalized. In this dark zone, we have 37 2-star ghost seals, 12 3 stars, and 3 1-star spirit creation hunters. Mission difficulty ranges from rank B to rank S. The surveillance is live and preparations are complete. Stay sharp out there. Inside, a suffocating black mist drained all color. The air felt damp, freezing, and carried a truly repulsive, lingering aura. Fang Yi's party of 6 began their exploration. Suddenly, an eerie sensation crawled up their spines. Stay close. Fang Yi warned. The darkness devours your vision. If we separate, we'll lose our way and die. Zhao Meng gagged. Relax. It is just the stench of rotting corpses and brain matter. It is a normal reaction to this place. She glanced toward the other squads, struggling nearby. Even veteran hunters were vomiting. This darkness is natural pollution to the awakened. The anomalies here are becoming extremely active. Usually, a rank B anomaly matches the Ghost Seal tier. Their destructive range is typically manageable for a standard guild. Rank A anomalies are spirit creation level threats, often found where spiritual energy is completely unstable. Rank S is a calamity class disaster, matching the Vajra tier. Worse, the darkness here significantly buffs every monster's stats. A monster normally ranked B could easily jump to rank A here. Zhao Meng's face turned pale. Is that even possible? That is news to me. Lin Yi muttered. But Captain 2. How are you and your team unaffected by this? Su Qinghuo conjured a glass shard. Laughing. You are overthinking it. We deal with these stinking anomalies all the time. Captain Su had reached the 3-star Ghost Seal tier, evolving her water trait into ice. Her growth was truly impressive. Captain 2. Do you feel what I'm feeling? My mana is draining much faster than in previous missions. Su Qinghuo nodded. The pressure here was on another level. Elite soldiers at the Spirit Creation tier have died here. We must be careful. Lin Yi cut them off. Damn it. Move out. The mission is priority. Stay tight and conserve your energy for the real fight. Focus your spirit, don't let the mist find a weakness. Fang Yi stood calm. Noticing his body felt perfectly fine. It seemed his solar and lightning traits were naturally purging the darkness. Or perhaps his spirit creation rank was simply superior. Nearby, a group of veterans was arrogantly slaughtering low-level anomalies. Is this it? The rotting flowers are ours. Let's show these rookies what real power looks like. Move in. Back with Fang Yi's group. Lin Yi clutched her throat. Her face twisted in agonizing discomfort. Fang Yi hid. She was still just a kid. He reached out and silently tapped her back twice. Instantly, Lin Yi froze. The cold corruption vanished, replaced by a warmth like winter sunlight. Spirit creation power is incredible. So warm. Your fire trait is top tier. She gasped. Since reaching 3-star Ghost Seal, I finally understand true attributes. My plant trait absorbs energy, and Captain Su has her rare ice. But your heat is something else entirely. Fang Yi shook his head. It is not fire. It is the Yang attribute. He admitted to being the one who handled the university fires. The solar and heavenly fire traits were fundamentally different things. Su Qinghuo was stunned. You are just admitting it. You actually possess 3 rare high-tier attributes. Asterisk. I actually have a 4th trait. Desolation. Asterisk. Fang Yi thought. Asterisk. But I will keep that hidden. Asterisk. Zhao Meng approached, trembling. I have not reached 3-star yet. So I only have a basic metal attribute. I can't feel it clearly. But great God. Please share some warmth. I promise I will never annoy you again once we are out. Fang Yi remained silent for a moment before striking her back. Fine. 1 day of warmth. Su's team watched. Curious. What is with all the back patting? Su asked. Fang Yi offered. Captain, does your team want a buff too? Su smiled. I won't say no to a legend. Do your thing. He infused each of them with power, as they breathed a sigh of relief. A sharp rustle echoed. Fang Yi snapped. Watch out, hostiles incoming. Su Qinghuo immediately fired a mana blast. What is that? It is right in front of you, a dark anomaly. A shadow lunged with terrifying speed. Careful. It is at least rank AA savage. Guttural roar filled the air. Su's hands glowed with white light, striking the monster's head. It instantly dissolved into a fading illusion. It just disappeared, Lin Yi cried. Fang Yi scanned the perimeter. Multiple humanoid shadows were closing in. In an instant, the squad was completely surrounded by a sea of black anomalies. The hunters felt true terror. Watch your feet, Fang Yi shouted, drawing his black blade in one fluid motion. Stand back. Fang Yi's eyes blazed with heavenly fire as he unleashed a crimson flame slash, his blade carving a roaring fire dragon through the sky to incinerate the anomalies. Hot. Hot. Don't toast us. The survivors scrambled back as Fang Yi checked the perimeter, making sure the area was finally clear. The anomalies are gone, Su Qingwing noted. But look closely. These mimics were evolving to use human speech to lure us in. They've fed on enough hunters to reach rank A. In this dark zone, anyone below the spirit genesis realm is just monster bait. Watching silently from the shadows, Jia Lam felt a cold sweat break out. To vaporize 2 rank A phantasms with a single strike, even I would need several rounds to manage that. Lin Yi regrouped with the squad. Warning. We have to stay united. If these things can mimic us, they'll try to infiltrate the group the moment we slip up. Just breathe, Zhao Ming thought, gasping for air. The crushing pressure here was far more terrifying than any cat demon or undead she had ever faced. Is this the gap between our realms? One touch from that flame would turn me to ash. I can barely even inhale. Suddenly, a strange sound echoed from the horizon, catching Fang Yi's attention. Wait. Do you hear that? It sounds like crashing waves. The earth groaned as a violent tremor sent them stumbling. In the distance, a crowd of survivors came charging toward them in pure, unadulterated terror. Run for your lives, stop fighting, and just run. The sheer panic on their faces made it clear they weren't running from a monster, but a nightmare. It was the legendary Dark Tide, a wall of rolling shadows that even the greatest armies couldn't survive. A pitch-black tsunami was roaring toward them. The black wave swallowed the stragglers instantly. An old master roared, erecting a desperate barrier. What the hell is a Dark Tide anyway? If the regular army couldn't stop it, does that mean I'm finished? Idiots. Everything here is supposed to be mine. He lunged into the fray only to be buried instantly. No. This isn't rank A. It's rank S. We can't outrun it. Blood-curdling screams filled the air as the vanguard hunters were consumed by the surging abyss, one by one. The team's hearts hammered against their ribs. The dark aura was suffocating. Is there really no way to save them? Are we next? Captain? What is this thing? Su Qingwen gritted her teeth. The Dark Tide, the ultimate form of corruption that rots everything it touches. Our intel said we'd miss the cycle. Did everyone ahead of us really just vanish? Lin Yi trembled. I've only seen this on the hunter forums. They say it's a power capable of wiping entire city-states off the map. Fang Yi didn't hesitate. Lightning sparked from his fingertips as he deployed a massive spirit barrier to shield the group. Stay calm. This barrier counters the darkness. If we pool our mana, we can survive the impact of the tide. Su Qingwen looked at him in shock. What are you planning to do? Fang Yi. The dark tide is pure entropy. We can't fight it. That spirit genesis master was erased in a heartbeat. Entropy or not, I'm taking it down, with fire in one hand and lightning in the other. Fang Yi stepped out into the void. Is he insane? His cousin cried out as Fang Yi charged straight into the crushing waves. Their eyes widened as Fang Yi vanished into the black abyss. A lone spark of light, challenging an ocean of death. Inside the tide, Fang Yi let out a cold smirk. Just as I suspected, these aren't just rank A's. They're fusing and evolving through the darkness, jumping from rank S to rank SSS. No wonder the elites were slaughtered so easily. This thing is a god-tier meat grinder. Lightning arced across his skin. In a flash of silver, he moved through the tide like a celestial bolt of judgment. An anomaly lunged from the gloom. But Fang Yi's eyes flared with power. He spun, his blade carving a trail of solar heat through the abyss, with his weapon soul-bound and his realm peaked. These fusion monsters were nothing compared to the serpents he'd hunted before. Mid-battle, he spotted a familiar figure. Well, look at that. You're still clinging to life. It was the arrogant old man from before. His spirit core was fading, but the dark attribute hadn't fully consumed him yet. His foundation is shaky, but a spirit genesis rank is still useful. He might be worth saving for now. Fang Yi raised his hand. Divine thunder. 100 bolts of celestial lightning rained down, shattering the surrounding darkness. He tossed the half-dead master onto the ground. You've got a slim chance of survival. Don't waste it. The tide roared, surging back with infinite malice. Fang Yi just sighed. Infinite regeneration. Huh. Is this the rank S special trait? Fine. He released his full aura, freezing the massive black wave just inches from his face. System alert. High-level dark attribute detected. Error power signature unique. Extraction currently unavailable at your current level. So even at my rank, I can't just absorb the void. Interesting. Fang Yi grinned. If I can't eat it, I'll just have to break it. If only I had my desolation flower. We'd see which power truly rules the end of the world. Anything else, it's already here. Isn't it? The crowd trembled in pure terror. Triyu Mong turned to Captain Tu, asking if she'd ever seen such a crisis. So Thanh shook her head. My experience is limited. I've never seen this. The dark tide. It stopped moving. Lammy's voice shook as she stared at the barrier. What is this shield? I've faced monsters before, but this place feels wrong. Where is my cousin? Than Hoen gripped her hand. His spiritual shield is still holding. It's flickering slightly. We need to channel our spiritual energy and reinforce the barrier now. If someone of his caliber falls, we're all just waiting to be buried in this hellhole. He possesses the hidden stats of a creation realm master. Maybe even 3-star. We low-tier hunters can't even dream of saving him. The guild members fell silent. Lam Wai let out a nervous laugh. Captain, you have quite the dark sense of humor. My squad says that too. Feeling better, suddenly, a pillar of flame roared toward the heavens. 9-dragon heavenly fire seal, with a flick of the main character Fang Yi's fingers. The fire dragons lunged with a roar. Triyu Meng gasped. Your cousin's skill evolution is insane. The heavenly fire trembled as the sealing power suppressed the abyss. Jialan watched, frozen by the sight of the legendary fire attribute. Her worldview shattered instantly. Had he truly sealed the dark tide, the ring of fire began to contract slowly. With every inch it shrank. The tide followed, eventually condensing into a small, hand-sized puddle of pitch-black ink, safe for now. We found a survivor. Though, what's the plan? Fang Yi asked. Glancing at the group, Lam Wai rushed forward. To relieve her cousin was safe. Tu Thanwen stepped in. My team will handle the survivor. Great one. Tu Thanwen looked at him, puzzled. You just sealed a high-level dark attribute. Why don't you look happy? You actually did it. Fang Yi turned to leave. It's only a temporary seal. The dark energy here is overwhelming. We need to move fast. While the seal holds, collect the 7 faded flowers. We'll take this person back to the Spirit Association for healing. Did no one else make it out? Fang Yi replied coldly. Nothing left but shadows. The dark attribute devoured everything else. Triyu Meng sighed. No matter the ranking tier, they were gone. Fang Yi added. Maybe I'm cold-blooded, but I'm just glad I didn't watch them die. You 3 go ahead with the captain. This black pool is the real boss monster now. I'll cover the rear. Understood. System intense dark attribute waves detected. Initiating analysis. Fang Yi reached out to absorb the energy. Analysis complete. Compiling hidden stats. Success. New trait, boundless dark realm, unlocked. In this domain, all spiritual energy will be eroded by the dark attribute. Enemy mana reserves will drop sharply within the dark realm area. Fang Yi's eyes glowed. By activating this domain, he could literally drain the life force and energy out of any opponent. Combined with his other skill evolutions, he could now kill monsters far above his level. Even a crisis worse than the tide was manageable. Great one. Is the mist clearing? Tu Thanwen turned back and froze at what she saw. Her heart hammered against her ribs. Impossible. Is he breaking through again? There wasn't even a system notification. Is he actually absorbing an S-rank dark tide? That's beyond insane. It's suicide. In this era of awakening, everyone knows the dark attribute is a death sentence. It's born from the world's purest malice and negative energy. The government strictly forbids its use. It's a degenerate path that leads only to destruction. They tried to purify it once, but the cost was a massacre. Now, dark-type anomalies are categorized as the ultimate threat. Even a D-rank dark monster can drive a ghost mansion hunter into total madness and agony. But an S-rank tide, it could swallow 10 creation realm masters whole without breaking a sweat. Long ago, some hunters tried to master this power, but they all paid the ultimate price. A 3-star hunter once tried to absorb just a fragment of D-rank energy. He ended up insane, his body rotting in a hospital. Fang Yi finished the absorption, exhaling a breath of dark mist. Come out. You've been lurking in the shadows long enough. 𝐔𝐸 stepped into the light. Her gaze sharp. If I'm right, you're the one who single-handedly sealed that tide. Fang Yi, So Thanh Ly gasped. 𝐔𝐸, wait. Were you really just absorbing the forbidden dark attribute? Fang Yi nodded calmly. Yeah, he admitted it without a second thought. Suddenly, 𝐔𝐸 drew her weapon and aimed it directly at Fang Yi's head. The girl screamed in shock. So Thanh Ly jumped in front of him. Wait, Fang Yi is the military's top priority target. Your guild already snatched him from us. What is this betrayal? Fang Yi gently pushed her aside. Strange. Our quest was to find the flowers. You seem disappointed that we survived this dungeon. Don't you? A chilling killing intent flared in Fang Yi's eyes. 𝐔𝐸 remained silent. Her finger tightening on the trigger. Zhao Meng confronted her immediately. 𝐔𝐸. We believed in you. Why did you just watch us struggle? Without Fang Yi, we'd be dead. I can take it. But why is just a child? Why did you just watch? She smirked, retracting her aura. Just a joke? You're popular with your team. Congratulations. You passed the test. Popular. Fang Yi's gaze turned ice cold. So, your only purpose here was to play games and test me. Exactly. With your hidden stats. I didn't want a boring file. I needed to see your real power. As for my inaction, pioneers must follow the ironclad laws of this awakened world. We have strict rules. This is our fate, a cycle of life and death. But you're lucky to have a guardian this strong. Haven't you noticed? No other monsters have dared to attack us since we entered this cursed zone.